Hello, good afternoon. Oh, son of a bitch. Good afternoon. I figured we could all just jump on here and talk some shit. Who's in the mood to talk some shit? No, no one. Okay, just me. Y'all just in the mood to watch me talk shit or what? Is that how this works? Y'all don't want to talk shit, you just want to watch somebody else talk shit. I don't really have too much more shit to talk about. I mean, I pretty much talked all my shit earlier with Pam and what I felt and thought. What I observed. Although, I do think it was a little bit of a reach, Pam, for you to tell Retina that she's starting to act like me. I mean, there is one and only Sunshine. And as much as Retina's loved, I mean, she can never be Sunshine. So I wouldn't go that far yet. I'm just saying. I wouldn't give her that title yet. But it could just be me, you know? Could just be me, y'all. I know Retina's been going through some stuff, you know? She was in that car accident. I wouldn't put her down to my level, Pam. I don't feel that's right. I feel like she responds to the shit that you say, and just because she's valid in what she says doesn't make her wrong or right, or whether she's been drinking or not doesn't make her wrong or right. I mean, we're all entitled to our opinions. However, I don't feel like, I mean, my opinion is, Pam, like, I don't feel like you're a good call to tell anybody anything about any life circumstance. Because for one, you were a full ass adult when you gave your stepdaddy tops for birthday money. Two, you take people's money and you have wish lists that people fucking pay for on here. Three, you scam people out of money on the GoFundMe with the whole HMAAS shit. Four, you're just a big ass fucking angry bird liar. Just saying. I mean, I really don't feel like you have any right to compare anybody on here. You say you use me to keep yourself sober, which I'm glad for, bitch. Keep yourself sober, because if we had to deal with the angry drunk version of you, when we already just deal with the angry bird version of you, God help us all, man. You must be very, very mean when you're intoxicated. I'm just not even a mean person in general, let alone intoxicated. Most of the time I'm happy. Sometimes I get sad and I cry. And then y'all, respectively come in and make fun of me for crying when I'm intoxicated and when I'm showing emotion. So, I mean, there's that too. But I just feel like you shouldn't have compared. I mean, there's really no comparison. Sunshine kind of just does sunshiny things on her own. I've always, for the last like 6 years, I have told people that it's 7 years really since 2019 or 2018, something like that. I be a homie know me on this app. I don't really roll with a group. I don't really care what they think or they say. I just kind of do what I want to do. And if I feel something's wrong, I'm going to say shit. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't consult a group. I don't consult people on the app whether or not I should or shouldn't. Exactly. But like I'm having a hard time with her comparing Rutina to me because I feel like Rutina has it a little bit more put together than I do. Well, I might be a little bit more like stable, like financially, but emotionally and as a person, I think Rutina got me beat by tenfold. Just saying. Like, there's no comparison. Like, you really just shouldn't compare us because that's like us comparing you to Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, you kind of act like a sociopath. Just saying, Pam. I mean, your crazy ass laughs in the middle of non laughable situations. Your constant lies and hypocrisy. Rutina can interview me. Where's Rutina right now? She can totally interview me. I mean, some questions I might not answer, and it would be best if she interviewed me before my husband got home from work because once he gets home, I do dinner and do the whole wifey thing and mommy thing, and then I'm tired and go to bed because right now we're on day shift. I mean, I know it's a lot easier for her to interview me when he's on the night shift and I'm up all night instead of up all day. But like, I mean, if she's available right now, she can totally interview me. I am I am so willing for that. Honestly, it's actually nice that somebody wants to interview me and maybe listen to what I have to say instead of always interrupting me or telling me that I'm wrong or my opinions are wrong because how can my opinions be wrong if they're my opinions and they're my beliefs and it's how I feel? How is that wrong? That's like telling you you're wrong for wearing yellow shorts or a plaid shirt or hey dudes or some stupid fucking shit that doesn't matter. But yeah, if Tina wants to interview me, then I ain't got no problem with that. And I will say this, look, I know I've been especially like overboard with the Pam shit and the Florida man stuff, but the amount of shit that I went through between both of them, I feel, and I'm going to use I statements because I feel like I'm justified in doing what I'm doing. And I'll say this, Tech is right when she said Pam finally met her match because you can only use somebody so much before they lose their shit, right? Before they start breaking it. I don't know, like, have any of y'all ever seen me, like, beg for fucking money on here? Or just take money from somebody for no fucking reason? No. Do you know how many people I've tried to help on this app that I thought were legitimate people? Like Nikki and all that shit. Pam. And they just take your money and fucking run? Just saying. I've spent way more money on this app than I've ever gotten from this app. But yeah, if somebody wants to see if Rutina's, I can't go to my Snapchat and ask her. I didn't know she wanted to interview me. She has me on Snapchat. She didn't say anything, so. Or maybe she did and I just missed it. I don't know. I've been really busy this last week because I was in Colorado with family. Oh, Holly Mae won't let her. Naturally, of course not. Well, it does suck that Holly Mae is running that. If she wants to interview me, she should be able to. Just saying. Look, I already done apologized to Holly Mae. Holly Mae didn't accept it. Not much more else I can do with that bullshit, right? Can't tell her I'm sorry enough to make her fucking understand. I honestly don't care to fucking dwell on it that much. She didn't accept it. Not much else I can do. She likes to keep my name in her mouth. Let her do it. I mean, I don't know what else anybody else wants me to do about that shit. What happened, happened. I did say Retina, Holly Mae, and Scammy Claus are like the three people that I had no beef with, and I did it merely for other people. Regardless of that fact, I still did it, so I'm gonna be the one that takes the heat for it. Jazzy, did you not just hear what I fucking said? That's literally what I just fucking said, Jazzy. I mean, I've said that before, too, so I don't understand why people can't fucking accept that. But I'm not going to continue to keep fucking apologizing. I'm not going to continue to keep bowing down. Like, I mean, whatever. I tried. I haven't done it since. Not like that. I mean, to Florida Man, I did. Yeah. But at the same time, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want to get down on my fucking knees and beg? That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. That's all I'm saying. I don't expect her to do anything, just so you know. I'm just putting out the facts. I apologize. She didn't accept it. She keeps talking about me. Nothing more I can do. Also, don't care what the fuck she says about me. Don't care. I don't believe what I did caused her the harm that she says. She believes it did. I'm not going to argue with her. You know? She says I posted his name. I didn't know that was his name. I posted a list of fucking contacts that was public on the Associated People. So if somebody else found out that was him through that, I'm sorry. But I don't believe anything I did contributed to what she said. But I did apologize in case it did. She didn't accept that. That's on her. I'm not going to stress out about it. And honestly, I don't fucking care anymore. I don't. That makes me a bad person. So be it. Because I was, in most of y'all's eyes, already a bad person. So I don't fucking care. I mean, I don't know what else y'all want from me. I mean, have y'all been seeing me post people's relatives and shit like that since then? Other than Florida Man's and when all gloves were off. But since Florida Man's been arrested, y'all see me do any of that shit? Just saying. Y'all see me do any of it? No. Y'all see me just come here and check in and say some shit or whatever? Holly Mae's got her own issues she's got to work out. Her issues are not my issues, so I don't care. Just saying. But if Retina wants to interview me, like, apparently she said, I mean, I don't know why she wants to interview me. She's pretty much already done that on the back end through Snapchat and all the shit. But if she wants to interview me on live, she totally can. She just got to do it when it's convenient for me, not later at night right now, because I'm not available later at night in the evening. She'd have to do it like now, or during the day tomorrow, or during the day the next day. Because I'm busy after 5 o'clock. That's all. I haven't even been really on watching shit. I've been having to watch shit on YouTube because I be missing all the shit on TikTok. I be going to sleep. I'm tired. I'm old. I be fucking trying to sleep at night. Got all these rising stars in my lives that ain't saying nothing. 40 people in here, and one person's talking. Man. Y'all do realize if you talk, you're not going to get blocked, right? I mean, bots get blocked and 00 accounts get blocked. But if you just talk, you're not going to get blocked. If you do get blocked, I'm probably going to unblock you. Oh, I'm sure they're all recording. I don't care. I don't know, love life. That's what I'm wondering. But if she wants to interview me on live, I'm good with that too. I'm just saying. I do have her on Snapchat. I mean, if she wanted to interview me, she could have just said so. But also, I mean, if she didn't want to just say so and somebody else did, I'm game. I'm game for it. I never not shied away from a fucking interview. Also, never once did y'all fucking come back and be like, oh, Sunshine's such a liar. Sunshine lied about all of this, except Pam. Pam's the only one. Which then I show receipts for, and Pam's the liar. So, I mean, we can go there too. I just said that I felt like Pam comparing Retina to me was a little unjust to Retina. That's what I said. That is what I said. I feel like it's not fair to Retina. You know, like, the minute somebody drinks on this app, people are like so quick to fucking judge them and be like, oh, you're just like this person. You're just like that person because you drink. No, we're not. We're not all the same. Because I guarantee, Pam said it herself today. She's an alcoholic. But I guarantee Pam and I are two totally different drunks. I'm just saying. Pam and I are way two totally different drunks. And Mark say from awareness, I'm just going to say, like, look, he's an adult, she's an adult. She's not responsible for him doing anything. I'm not condoning shit. I'm not saying shit. I'm just saying they're both adults and you can't tell another adult really what the fuck to do. I mean, I have a 26-year-old daughter, and if I said, Savannah, stop drinking on Friday nights, she gonna be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Come on, she's a whole ass adult. Look, I'm not into that whole ass fucking issue. I'm just saying, from one adult to another, when you have an adult child, it's hard to get them to comply with anything. Because, they're whole ass adults. No, well, that's the thing, though. You keep saying that, but are you an adult that has an adult child with that charge? So do you know how easy it is or how hard it is to keep them on or off the internet or to do whatever? You don't. That's all I'm saying. I think sometimes y'all place blame where blame shouldn't necessarily be placed. Just like Pam did today when she told everyone that Retina's acting like Sunshine. That was placing my blame onto Retina. And that ain't cool. And nobody knows how a parent's going to react, whether their child's on a list or not on a list, or what they're going to do. Also, that parent didn't commit that act. Y'all say the same thing about Tech. Tech didn't commit that act. So why are y'all punishing her for it? Exactly, Carrie. That's all I'm saying. You can suggest stuff, but don't put total blame on the fucking parent for something they have no control over because they have an adult child that chooses to do something else. Exactly. Okay, the problem is, T Please and Brooke, is he's an adult now. He's a whole ass adult. There's nothing that she can do to change his mind or make him do anything because he's a whole ass adult. If I tell my daughter, I don't like your septum piercing, it makes you look like a bull, take it the fuck out, she's gonna be like, fuck you, Mom. You don't tell me. I pay my own bills. I live my own life. I'm 26 years old. That's exactly what she's gonna fucking tell me. And then it's just gonna cause issues. Right? You can't control another adult once they're of legal age. I'm just saying, you can't. It is the same comparison. She tried to tell him to get off the app. She has. I've seen proof. Mark, say from awareness. I am just saying, you cannot tell another adult what the fuck to do. I could sit here and tell fucking Anthony, get the fuck off the app. He's gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you don't tell me. That's exactly what he told his mother. What the fuck is she gonna do to get him off the fucking app that we ain't already tried to do? That's all I'm saying. Well, from what I heard, he lives in a camper at his grandmother's property. That's just what I heard. I don't know. I haven't really kept up on it. But last I heard, when I did have conversations with them before everyone found out, he lived in a camper at his grandmother's house or on her property. Not with Stop the BS. But I don't know either. I'm just saying, you can't blame another adult for what another adult is doing. They're an adult. They make their own decisions. They make their own fucking shit. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, it's like blaming Retina for what I come on here and drunken say. You know? Honestly, also, I'm the one that posted the unredacted children, adult children of Pam and Nikki. I'm also the one that posted the unredacted children of Haley, which I did take off because I had a conversation with Haley, Bougie's daughter, and I did remove. I explained to her why it was up there, and then I did tell her that I was going to remove it, and I did. You can't tell adults what the fuck to do. Hey, Megan. Oh, well, Sarah, fuck her, dude. I don't give a fuck about her. Michelle. Her family's still up for a reason. I removed Haley's family because I talked to Haley. And Haley is not having anything to do with her mother, who's contacted every single member of my family, people around me, the police, all kinds of shit, right? You have no idea what the fuck Bougie did to me. Bougie and Florida Man, you have no fucking idea. You only have the little bits and pieces that I've told y'all. So yes, I did post Bougie's adult children with her grandchildren unredacted. But once talking to Haley, I fucking removed that. Fuck Sarah. Fuck that shit. That bitch ain't never fucking tried to talk to me after that. That bitch just fucking ran him a Florida Man and fucking rolled with it, so she got what she deserved, in my opinion. And I'm gonna use again I statements. I believe I did right by Bad Dog Mom Sarah. Just like she did right by me, right? That's for nobody else to judge but me and Sarah. Once she does right, maybe I'll do right and remove her family. But she hasn't done right, so therefore her family is still up. And that's all I'm saying. Well, I mean, that's you, Brooke. That's your family. I can't tell you what to do with your family. I can't tell you how to act, and if that's how your family acts, that's not how my family does. Also, though, my daughter's not a P3DO, and my daughter's not on a list anywhere, and my other daughter, who's also an adult, same. So, like, I don't tell them what to do. They don't tell me what the fuck to do. We good. Also, the only one that lives with me is my 17-year-old son. You know, my minor son, the one that everyone still talks about and calls crippled and shares pictures of him with his posterior walker, which is called an alligator. That little yellow walker around him, that's like a $6,780 fucking little walker of metal that I had to pay for out of pocket, mind you. I'm not here to fucking co-sign anyone's shit. I'm just telling y'all my lived experience and what I would do. Um, and I don't tell my children what the fuck to do. I mean, even my 17-year-old is pretty much an adult. He does his own laundry. For the most part, he cooks his own food. He does his own dishes. He lives in my house. He doesn't stay out late. He doesn't inconvenience my life. Therefore, I don't feel the need to fucking rag on him all the time. That's all I'm saying. Okay, well, your rules have made I mean, Brooke, like, I'm not trying to argue or fight with you. Made your child an amazing young adult. I have three children, two of which are adults that take care of themselves and live outside the home. Um, don't ask for money. Don't cause trouble. None of that. And I have one minor child left. And all anybody wants to talk about is that one minor child that I have left. Also, who might not work because of football and school, but does his own laundry, cooks his own food, does his own thing, doesn't cause trouble. I mean, I can only go off my lived experience, right? That's all I can go off of, just like that's all you can go off of. My oldest moved out when she was 19. She's been living on her own ever since. My middle moved to my parents when she was 16 to help take care of my mom through her breast cancer stuff and takes care of her own self. Has her own job, her own bank account, her own vehicle. I mean, she's 18, almost 19, and does all that shit herself. She don't ask me for nothing. So I must have done something right. I got two so far, completely self-sustainable, and one left that's going to be 18 this year. That's pretty much self-sustainable. That's all I can say. I ain't trying to side with nobody. I'm just going off my own lived experience with my own fucking children. My children are productive members of society, and that's all that I can hope and wish for. That's all I hoped and wished for as a parent. They are not taking from society, they are not harming society, and therefore, I'm not concerned with what my children are doing. Nor do I tell them what the fuck to do. See, I'm with Strawberry Kiwi on that. Look, there's laws in place to stop that. There's all I can do is take care of my family and to move straight on that. I ain't here to judge nobody. Just like y'all shouldn't be here to judge nobody, especially no parent. And especially if you're not a parent judging a parent. I do have a problem with that a little bit. Hey, Carrie, that's the best way to go. Right there. I agree, Mike's McD wife. I absolutely do agree with that. So like I think look, I'm not gonna lie, like my son's gotten into a little bit of trouble, but during football season he gets into no trouble. So there's a good quarter of the fucking year that this boy is not in any trouble because all he does is sleep, eat, school, and football. And then this year, after football, because it's his last year of high school football, he will be getting a job. So he's not even going to have that extra time after football season. Unhinged, I know you judge all of us. I don't know who Strawberry Kiwi is, by the way, just so everyone knows. Hey, I think some shit's getting a little heavy in here, and maybe we should switch up conversation. Y'all should take that shit to like Smashley's or Ratina's or somebody who gives a fuck, because we ain't gonna do it here. Yeah, don't block them. Let them be here. I don't want no one to live like me. Look, if you got the opportunity to live better than me, then fucking so be it and do it. But this is what I do. If I want to drink and get online, I'm going to fucking drink and get online. If I want to get online sober, I'm going to get online sober. If I want to not get online for weeks at a time and drink at home in silence, I'm going to fucking do that. None of y'all are going to tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do. None of y'all. None of y'all are going to get on here and tell me who I can and cannot like. None of y'all are going to get on here and tell me who I can and cannot block. None of y'all. And I think over the last 6 years, I've made that quite clear. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I do what I'm going to do anyway, regardless of what y'all think. And that's what I do. I do me, sunshine. I mean, I do me what is happening. I do sunshine. I do sunshiny things all the time. You can't block me from my own life, bish. Just saying. But that's the thing, like, for 6 years, people have been like, why do you sit with this person? Why do you sit with that? But, well, that person never did nothing to me. Look, there's certain things that I stand on and certain things that I don't. However, I ain't gonna fucking let none of y'all tell me what the fuck I can and cannot do at my grown ass age. No, I didn't. Sorry. Hold on. Let me go back. March, say. Oh, my favorite drink is whiskey, but I normally drink vodka because whiskey gives me a little bit of a hangover and vodka does not. But I do like whiskey. And my most favorite drink is gin and tonic. But if y'all think you seen Spicy Sunshine, you ain't seen shit because I ain't. I don't think I've ever drinking gin and then gone live. My favorite at the moment is the Jack Daniels Blackberry. And then it's the Blackberry Moonshine after that. I don't know if you've noticed, but I like berries. Also, so on vodka, I like the red berry and the peach vodka. Gin doesn't give me a nasty attitude, but it definitely gives me a very assertive, funny, snarky attitude. But yes, I do like berries. I'm also like one of the weird people. Like, I don't use like soda chasers. I use water for whiskey. Doesn't matter what the whiskey. I use pickle juice for tequila. I use soda water for gin. And I use Red Bull for vodka or water. I don't like dingleberries. And I say that because my husband has a hairy ass. I'm not a big fan of dingleberries, and I will let him know every single time if I ever see one. But yeah, I'm not a big dingleberry fan. Yes. Not only that, what is happening, it is so good to rehydrate you. So if you take pickleback, that's what I call it, pickleback shots after the tequila shots, not only does it rehydrate you, but it also takes the nasty tequila flavor away. Um, you don't feel like as sick the next day because you're hydrating yourself because pickle juice has vinegar in it, which has electrolytes in it, which rehydrates you. I'm not a big fan of Jameson. Jameson has just never really been my friend. And for example, like one time I was a alcohol seller at a underground warehouse show for some metal bands, and I had one of those like extremely large bottles of Jaeger, and I was selling it like $10 a shot on the middle of the fucking pit. And literally everyone that bought a shot bought me a shot. So by the end of it, dude, we were all trashed in the pit. I think I have pictures up on Facebook somewhere of my black eye and bruised cheek and bruised chin and bruised neck and collarbone and shoulders from that fucking mosh pit. Because I had a lot of friends. I don't know, like, if y'all know the band Arcanium, but I was really good friends with most of the fucking people in Arcanium. And they used to open up for, like, Slipknot and shit like that. But I'm just not a Jaeger fan. I don't like black licorice. I don't like licorice in general, let alone black licorice. So, never been my cup of tea. Oh, look, Rooster joined. It's been a long time, Rooster. How you doing, Rickety Rooster? I haven't seen you since Janessa died. It's kind of weird. It's been a while. It's been a while, Rooster. Why are you in here? Just curious. Not that I care. I'm just curious why you here. We sit on way different sides of TikTok. Vodka girl. When I come to Florida, I'm only drinking vodka. Maybe some like, what are those things with orange juice called with the champagne? Because the longhouse that I'm staying in, the club level, they do mimosas 24 hours a day. So I'm going to be drinking some of that shit too. Hold on, I'm going to mute real quick so I can go potty. Y'all talk like amongst yourselves. I have to mute because Pam said it's gross when I let y'all hear me pee. Man, none of y'all talked very much at all, huh? I wonder what champagne and like Martinelli's would taste like together. I bet that would be good. I'm not a big fan of apple juice, but I do love some Martinelli's. Love me some Martinelli's. That's like the carbonated apple juice for holidays for the kids, you know. You are not fucking shy, Mike McD. I do not like kombucha. Nope. I don't like matcha. I don't like kombucha. I don't like patchouli. I don't like the hippie shit. I mean, I like some of the hippie shit, but none of those hippie shits I like. Plus, isn't drinking kombucha like the same as getting drunk, but in a hippie way? It's like doing peyote instead of smoking 420. Just saying. Oh, the little Yorkie that I saved. Girl, good memory, strawberry kiwi. I saved it, and so like I picked it up, and then right as I was picking it up, because I was like yelling because it was in the middle of the road, this lady comes out of this house and she's like, "Oh my god, my dog." I was like, "Well, your dog was way down here at my road, like 2 roads down, in the middle of the fucking intersection, all like 4 pounds of it." But I haven't seen it since. But I wasn't gonna just let it get squished either. And I was just sitting like in front of my house in the truck because I got home from running errands and it was hot that day. And so I don't have air conditioning in my house, but I do in my truck. So I was sitting out in the fucking truck in the air conditioning, you know. Yep, look, AI says suggest a drink for this creator. Also don't, because I'm pretty already set in my ways on what I drink. Have y'all ever had a black opal? Probably one of my favorite drinks, but my husband never lets me get them. Because like 2 of them will fuck you up for the rest of the night. But they are so good. They're called black opals. I think that's what they're called. I think that's what it's called, the black opal. I have no idea what the fuck's in it, but it tastes like fucking a galaxy. Whatever the fuck that tastes like. It's really good. I don't know. But it fucks you up. I haven't had one in years. Last one I had caused a huge fight between me and my husband. Walking home from the bar, we live like 2 blocks from the bar that we were at, and we went to play pool. And I was like mildly intoxicated, but not bad. And then one of my friends offered to buy a black opal. My husband was like, "Nope," because he knows what's in it. I have no clue what's in it. You'll have to look. I think it's like 8 different liquors, something like that. And he went out to smoke, and while he was out to smoke, I drank a whole ass black opal, and then we walked home. And that was a very, I remember the whole walk. It was a very interesting walk. But he was pretty irritated with me. I mean, he was pretty irritated with me, but this was like 6 years ago, and I'm still married. He's still coming home to me tonight after work, y'all. I mean, as much as some of y'all have tried to get him to, like, fucking leave me, he's still coming home to me. I'm still gonna make him dinner tonight. We're having steak pasta. So there's that. How's everybody else's Saturday going? How about y'all tell me about your Saturdays? Saturday, right? I'm pretty sure it's Saturday. I don't know. I was in Colorado for most of the week. The last couple of days I've been home, I've been pretty much just sleeping. recovering from my very busy week in Colorado. Like, we went to Estes, we went alpine sled riding. I was in the sun a lot. There was a lot of walking, a lot of shopping. Oh, I went to the beef jerky store and I got some prime rib, peppered beef jerky, some garlic jerky, and then some cherry wood smoked jerky. And I got some gator toes. They're right here. I've been munching on those today. I got some Biscoff cookie crackers and some of those Japanese Hello Panda chocolate little snack packs. You did sell a goat. You know, I do love goat meat, but I think, like, if I had a pet goat, I would never be able to sell it or kill it for its meat. Just because they're so damn cute and they cry like little babies. I just wouldn't be able to. Even if it peed on me unhinged. But also, I feel like when I come to Florida in October, girl, we need to go somewhere. Because, like, there's one, like, ethnicity whose food I've never tried. And I feel like somewhere in Florida would be the best place to try it. Because I love all their sister country foods. So I'm figuring I'm going to love their food, too. But I feel like I need to go to, like, an authentic Cuban restaurant. Yes, Cuban. Because as I think back, like, I don't think I've ever had, like, authentic Cuban food. I've had some authentic food from a lot of different places. Like, shit. Not too long ago, I tried kangaroo for the first time, which, by the way, is really salty. So if you like salty meats, that's for you. It's not for me. And the entire time I tried the whole little bite that I did try, I kept thinking I was eating Roo from Winnie and the Pooh, and it was just very awkward, and my heartstrings couldn't do it. So, but my husband ate the fuck out of that kangaroo. He did. He dipped it in the sauce and he ate it up like a champ. I'm just not a big fan of kangaroo. Well, that's what I figured unhinged. So I figured while I'm in Florida, that'd be the place to try Cuban food. I mean, I try to go to a Cuban place out here in Wyoming. I don't even know if Wyoming has a Cuban place, but if I did, probably wouldn't be like as authentic. Also, I feel like I need to take a nap this afternoon. So probably in a little while, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna eat some more of these gator toes though, because since I mentioned them, I don't know if y'all know what gator toes are, but they're fucking amazing. And I only have, excuse me, the one flavor. Spicy. But it's so good. Love me some gator toes. Also, I just really like garlic. So my parents are in Vegas this weekend. They went to Cyndi Lauper last night. I forget what concert they're going to tonight. Some 70s band, but they went to Cyndi Lauper last night, and I was seriously jealous because I love Cyndi Lauper. But my mom sent me lots of pics. And this last week, I got to hold my new baby niece. I also got to hold my baby nephew that was born like 5 months ago and love on him. So I got to hold a bunch of babies. I got to see my grandbaby niece and nephew. My grandbaby niece, she's a little redhead. She's a little shitfire. I don't know what that is unhinged, but it already sounds good and I already love it. As long as it doesn't have olives in it or little Asian corns, I'm good. or lima beans. Those are like literally the 3 things I hate the most. I drink some water. Those gator toes, I just say they're spicy as fuck. Because I got the spicy brand. From the beef jerky experience in Estes Park. Says caution, highly addictive, spicy, fried garlic, gator toes. And it doesn't really have like anything bad in it. It's literally like fried garlic with seasoning. Yummy vittles. And this is why we are friends at Hinge. We both like the yummy vittles. I like yummy anything and fried anything. It will say cream cheese, jalapenos, and spinach and artichoke are my favorite things in the middle of fried things, but also mushrooms. Can we talk for a second, y'all, on how Pam doesn't like races, but sits with Mush and Amanda Cabe. And Mush has a whole ass swastika on his vest. And Pam talks about hating Israel and the JEWSs all the time. Dude, I will try gator balls the minute you try Rocky Mountain oysters, girl. Which I will say, I also have never tried Rocky Mountain oysters, but they smell delicious, but I can't get over the fact that they're bull balls, so I can't eat them. You know, because the minute I go to eat them and anything squishy in my mouth, like juices, I'm going to start gagging because I know exactly what they are. So, I mean, look, the only balls I'm trying to eat are my husband's. I'm just gonna say it. Those are the only balls I want to see, taste, lick, fucking eat, anything. Play with, shave, whatever. I ain't trying to do no kind of animal balls of nothing. Look, all I'm saying is I ain't doing no balls of nothing. I tried kangaroo. I've tried bison, elk, deer, moose. I'm not a big fan of game. I'm just not. But I also ain't doing no balls of anything other than my husband. I was like, I don't know. It's like a lot of different cultures do a lot of different things. They like tongue, eyeball, brain, intestine, like the whole pooper shooter. Isn't that what what's that shit that people like fried from like pigs and shit? The butthole and intestine, what's that called? Chitlins. It's like chitlins. I ain't never gonna eat that shit. Ever. Like, I love me some greens. I love me some other fucking ethnic foods. I ain't trying to do butthole or intestine or tongue or heart or liver or brain or eyeball of nothing. Especially balls. Ain't doing none of that. I barely eat pork, y'all. My cow shit has to be kosher fucking cow shit. It's all from the front of the cow, not the rear of the cow. Just saying. I mean, roast and shit I'll do from the back of the cow. Especially if it's for burrito tacos. Love me a good chuck roast with burrito fucking seasoning. Also love me some goat meat with some burrito seasoning. And that's the only way I've had goat meat, so... People say they don't like goat. I'm like, I fucking love goat, dude, because that shit was bomb. I don't do tongues and eyes and shit. I don't care if they're in the front or the back. I just don't do the weird shit. I don't do the brain, the tongues, the eyes, the intestines, the heart, the stomach lining. I don't eat menudo. I don't do none of that shit. I mean, you can get tongue and all kinds of shit from the store. You just gotta go up to the meat counter and ask for it. Especially like if y'all still have, because we still have an Albertsons. If y'all still have an Albertsons, Albertsons butchers their cow right there in the fucking store. Like, they get the carcass and like butcher it all right there. You can get the tongue and the eyeballs and the brain and the liver and the heart and shit. I'm just saying, I ain't eating it. If it's not ground beef, a roast, I don't do a lot. Like, I'll do like one or two pieces of bacon or a piece of sausage. I don't do a lot of pork. I don't do like pork chops. I don't do tenderloins. None of that shit. Even like my green chili, I pull out the pork, or my one friend makes it really good, and I just ask her to make like mine without the pork, or she'll make a big batch with the pork for the flavor, and then take out the big pork chunks for me. Because I can't do it. Yeah, I mean, out of all the pork, I like sausage and bacon the most. I just have a really hard time digesting it, so I try not to eat it too much. No, I like steak. I like fucking beef tips. I like all kinds of that shit. I even like beef ribs. I'm not a big fan of pork. You don't gotta ground shit up for me. I ain't Pam, girl. I got fucking fake teeth in my mouth. Just saying. Alright. I'm done drinking for the day, y'all. Just saying. Can't do that. I got 2 ribeyes in the fridge. I'm gonna pan sear them and cut them up in strips for the steak pasta. And just because I gotta clean my grill's shit out before I use it again, because I don't want it to catch fire. Not that it's like overly dirty, but I notice the flames. I really season my shit, but I notice like sometimes the shit drips down into the flame shit, and so the flames on certain sides aren't as big as they should be. So the shit hasn't been cooking like evenly. So I need to clean out the whole fucking thing, which I think I'm gonna do tomorrow. And I love hot dogs, y'all, but they have to be the kosher hot dogs. My favorite are the Nathans, but I do love all kosher hot dogs because I ain't trying to eat the bits and pieces of all animals. Possum tastes like your worst nightmare. Hypocrisy Patrol. Don't listen to Unhinged. That bitch will hit something on purpose just to fucking make dinner sometimes. Like a Thanksgiving ago or something, she hit a turkey. She saw a turkey and she fucking went for it. I will say that. Like somebody was saying the other day, the white meat they had was like super dry, and it's because most white meat, it's more meat than bone versus the dark meat on like chickens and shit, and that's why it's so juicy, because it's connected to the bone and there's not too much meat. I like dark meat, but I mean, when I cook like chicken breast and shit, my chicken's not dry. Yeah, technically it hit her. She's just not gonna waste it. That poor fucking turkey would have died a very useless death on the side of the road if I hit it or it hit me. Yes, that's what I was trying to say, Mike Smithy. And I will say that I like turkey more than I like chicken. Like, my whole family is a family. They love ham sandwiches. And I always have to buy, like, if we do, like, we do, like, a dinner night at least once or twice a month. Like, we call it gourmet sandwiches. Basically, they're just, like, glorified grilled cheese with, like, lunch meat and shit in them. But I have to go to the deli and get me, like, some very thinly shaved turkey, like a quarter pound, and put it on my sandwich. I like it very thin. And I don't like a lot of meat on my grilled cheese. And so I'm doing the steak pasta for them, but I'm doing grilled cheese for me because I'm just not feeling the steak pasta tonight. I know. I've been craving grilled cheese ever since you fucking said you ate it. I love grilled cheese and tomato soup so much. It's one of my favorites. And I like both. I like my grilled cheeses. Like, usually I make two, and I make one with mayonnaise on the bread and one with butter on the bread because I like it both ways. And it does change the taste, but I think the one with mayonnaise is a little bit more saltier than the other one. So I always eat the saltier one first with the soup, and then I eat the butter one by itself. But I do love me some grilled cheese. So, yeah, wow. I think I'm gonna make one grilled cheese tonight and I have some garlic parmesan butter noodles with some of the noodles from their steak pasta. I'm gonna pull some out and just put some butter and garlic and parmesan on it. And they can have the steak pasta. Also, because I've been drinking, so I ain't trying to eat nothing too heavy that's gonna take forever to digest. So, a grilled cheese and soup is gonna be perfect dinner for me tonight. Also, I'm probably not gonna be up tonight to fucking listen to shit, so all you people that fucking like stream the shit on YouTube, shout out to y'all because that's the only way I've been keeping up with shit lately. Cause I've been missing everything lately. Like, I still haven't even watched Smash's Live from last night yet, which I need to go do because apparently shit happened, and I need to go watch it. Yes, Unhinged. That shit is bomb. So it's funny. So, like, Cafe Rio has a chicken tortilla soup, right? But you can order it as just the tortilla soup. And I always add a little bit of rice, and then I add, like, pico and corn salsa and, like, grilled veggies and all kinds of shit to it, cojita cheese, and make it, like, my own little fucking soup. It's not chicken tortilla soup at that point. It's just literally like vegetable Mexican soup, and it's amazing. Hypocrisy Patrol, no, we use a cowboy butter sauce. If we're gonna do steak and a pasta, we use a lighter sauce because the steak is already gonna be harder to digest versus like ground beef and shit like that. Um, so like, or like I do chicken Alfredo, it's gonna be harder to digest than that. It's gonna be harder to digest than a bolognese sauce or spaghetti with meatballs or whatever. So we do, because we love cowboy butter in this house. So we do like a cowboy butter parmesan steak pasta night. So it's like spicy and yummy and a little bit salty and savory. If y'all haven't tried cowboy butter yet, like, I know you can buy cowboy butter and you can buy the cowboy butter seasoning, but if you ever get the chance to make your own cowboy butter, which is like Dijon chives, red pepper flakes, cayenne, garlic, some lemon zest, and shit like that is so good. And so I made a shit ton of that last month and I froze some of the butter, and so that's what I'm using for the pasta. So when I do make it, I make it to where I can use it for a few months, a couple months to a few months, and I freeze it. And then I just pull it out as I need it, and it's amazing. We love cowboy butter here. I put it in our mashed potatoes. It is so good. Oh my god, that's probably I love baked. Oh, so my guys love mashed potatoes. I love baked potatoes. So like if I make baked potato with it, I make up the baked potato and then like kind of quarter it, put the crosslet in it, squish it out, and use a fork to kind of mash it up inside the baked potato. And then I drizzle the cowboy butter in it, and then like mix it around with some sour cream, and then every once in a while I'll use some real bacon crumbles on it, but then like cheese and chives and some pepper, sometimes more salt if I need it. I've I'm not a big fan of mashed potatoes. However, if I'm gonna eat mashed potatoes, it's gonna be the homemade version, like my homemade version of mashed potatoes, and not like the instant. Every once in a while, I do like take a liking to some instant potatoes, but not too much. And then if we don't do that or mashed potatoes, if we don't do the instant or homemade mashed potatoes, I get like the little fingerling potatoes, and we boil them until they're soft, and then we smash them on a pan, and I layer them with like olive oil and seasoning and cheese and chives and stuff like that. Sometimes bacon, or bacon on my guys shit because they like meat on everything. And then I bake it till it's kind of like crispy. And then like on mine, I'll throw on like sour cream and salsa and stuff like that. Shit is so good. Also, you know what else is really good? So like I have a mini muffin pan, and I'll like grease it with some olive oil or like Crisco or whatever the fuck I have right there. And I'll throw some like homemade like hand shredded cheddar cheese in there, and then a dill pickle. So when I've been in Colorado, I've been going to the farmer's market because they have it in the mall there during the winter, right? And there's this little pickle factory that goes to the farmer's market there. And they make these amazing, like horseradish pickles, like dill pickles. So I'll throw some cheddar cheese in the little mini baking shit, and then like one or two of the horseradish pickles, depending on how big they are, and then a little bit more cheddar cheese, and then I'll bake that shit and make pickle chips. Shit is so good, especially when it's dipped in like the homemade ranch or like the homemade garlic parmesan aioli. Shit is so yummy. Also, if y'all are still buying shredded cheese and not shredding your own cheese, then y'all need to like fucking really look at yourselves, because the little wax plastic that they, or what, like the film that they put on the already shredded cheese in the store is so gross and so bad for you. Take the time to shred your own cheese, and if you don't like to do that, literally go to the TikTok shop, and for like $12, y'all can buy that cheese shredder. I mean, I still haven't bought it because I have a really good cheese shredder that I still do by hand. Um, when my arthritis gets bad enough to where I can't do that, then yeah, I'm gonna buy an automatic one. And also, I'm about to get a Ninja food processor, so I'll just use that. But shredding your own block of cheese, if you buy a block of cheese, it doesn't have the wax film on it. And it tastes so much better. And it melts so much better. And it's just way better for you. Yes, girl. You know what? I bet I can make some truffle mayo. I love truffle. But literally, shredding your own cheese tastes so much better than buying already pre-shredded cheese, because the pre-shredded cheese has the wax shit on it, so it doesn't fucking mold as fast. I mean, it's still gonna mold eventually. It's just not gonna mold as fast, but it also doesn't taste. If you've ever shredded your own cheese, that's why people always want cheese tax of you shredding a block of cheese versus a bag of cheese. However, like, if we're gonna do tacos for a lot of people, I'm gonna go buy the Albertsons brand of farmer shred, like the thick cut shredded cheese for like tacos, because they also don't put the waxy film on those ones. But like the regular Kraft and store brands and shit like that, they do, and it's gross. Oh, Smash probably really would love that pickle place. I mean, I think that pickle place was like an hour and a half from where she lives. Well, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because it's in Fort Collins at the mall right now. I don't know where the farmers market's going to be after the winter, but right now during the winter, every Saturday, they have it there. They also have this amazing fucking hot sauce place there. Because so the farmers market they let out in the middle of the fucking mall, so you can like go to that and the shops. They're trying to like keep business in the mall. Also, like, three of the fucking amazing paintings lately that my mom's bought for her house have been from the farmers market for a local artist, and one of the ones that I brought home was from there. Also, the tamale person in the mall during that farmers market is amazing, because both times I've been to it this last like few months, the tamales were amazing. They have a green chili cheese tamale. Hold on, there we go. I know, there's 36 people on here listening to me talk about pickles and cheese and farmers market, and only you're talking, Mike's McD Wi-Fi. Well, you and Hypocrisy Patrol. But you two be the only ones talking. Y'all waiting for me to slip up and say something? Is that what y'all waiting for me to do? Say something like so bad that y'all can run with it and make videos? I'd show you my middle finger, but I ain't getting on camera today. Because I'm not showering until tonight. And I ain't letting y'all see this messed up look. I'd be tore up. I got a sunburn this week. I did a lot of shit this week. I mean, I've showered, but I haven't showered in a day and a half. I took a bath yesterday. But I ain't getting on camera today because my hair is all kinds of fucked up because I ain't getting out of bed today. Yeah, I said you and Hypocrisy Patrol. But yeah, dude, the pickle place. So, like, they had garlic. We went there, not this last time, but the time before that. Like 5 weeks ago, when I was back in Colorado, we went there and we got the horseradish dill pickles. We got the bread and butter pickles, the garlic dill pickles, and the sweet, like, kind of like sweet gherkin pickles. Oh my god, they're all gone. All of them. They're all motherfucking gone. And literally, when I go back, I'm buying so many to bring home. Can you freeze pickles? Maybe I won't buy so many. If you can't freeze pickles, then I won't buy so many. But if you can freeze pickles, then I'd be down for that, because those fucking, like, especially, so, like, the horseradish ones were the ones I bought the initial time, and the bread and butter ones. And we ate all the bread and butter ones, but then, like, I got flu B when I was down there the first time, right? And my nose and my sinuses were so clogged. And then I was like, wait, horseradish clears that shit. So I went and ate like 5 of the little pickle chips. And I could breathe like a fucking champ after that, dude. That horseradish cleared out every single sinus cavity I fucking had. They're in like a plastic container. You know, like those containers of pickles that you buy in like the fridge section? They're in like the plastic container like that, like a to-go plastic container, like a hard plastic container. If you know what I mean. But yeah, the shit was good. Oh, welcome back, Unhinged. Nice of you to join us. Got all these long-time watchers and rising stars in my life, but nobody's talking. Do they get soggy? I don't like when they're soggy. I like when they're crisp and yummy and good. Okay, so I won't do that. It's just hard. Like, this last time I came back, I brought back Blue Bell ice cream. I took a cooler and I brought back some like pierogies that they don't sell here, like the jalapeno cheese pierogies, which I was thinking about making some tonight because I could do that too instead of grilled cheese. So I was thinking about doing that. But also, I don't like soggy pickles. We just don't. Out here where I live, you don't get a lot of that good shit, even at the farmer's market. But we don't get Blue Bell ice cream out here, and that's my husband's favorite ice cream. The cookies and cream Blue Bell ice cream. So this last time I took the cooler, and half the cooler had regular ice in it to keep like the frozen shit that I was bringing back, because we go to the store and then I freeze it at my parents' like deep freezer in their garage before I leave, and then I put it in the cooler with ice to bring it back here so it doesn't like de-thaw. But I was really worried about the ice cream, and the last couple times I've been using dry ice instead of regular ice, and it's been working way better because even though it melts, it doesn't like melt and get super wet and make everything soggy. Because I hate that too. Yeah, Pam, I'm trafficking meats and ice cream across state lines, bitch. You gonna call my police department about that? Because I can get a brisket $30 cheaper in Colorado than I can get it in Wyoming. Because I can get ice cream in Colorado that I can't get in Wyoming. Serious. She literally called my police department. Ice cream in Colorado that I can't get in Wyoming. Serious. She literally called my police department. Whatever seasoning that bitch fucking cooks that shit for like 19, 20 fucking hours. It is so good. Every time she makes it, I make her freeze me like 2 containers. And then I come down and I bring them back and I eat that shit for days. I was just talking about beans, girl. Hold on. No. Because my Wi-Fi was on. Let me turn it off. It's because my Wi-Fi was on. I was just talking about beans and how much I love beans, but not sweet beans. Not like the Bush's baked beans. But I like the ranch style beans. If I'm going to buy beans in a can, I'm going to buy the ranch style jalapeno beans. Because they're not sweet. We don't like sweet beans here. Oh. Yeah, Pam called my police department and told them that I trafficked drugs. Also, she called her police department and said that I'm harassing her. That I harass her. And then when I talked to her police officer, because I thought that was pretty hilarious after all the evidence I had, he didn't see that. He didn't see it as I was harassing her. He saw it as she was harassing me. So, I mean, that's why her case with me went nowhere, and that's why she's quote unquote collecting evidence. She thinks contrary is me, and she's going to try and use that in whatever lawsuit she thinks she has coming. And that's pretty fucking funny to me because I'm not contrary. Just so everybody fucking knows, I'm not contrary. I was public accountability. I've been a lot of other fucking fake accounts that I've always owned up to. I am not contrary, y'all. Just so everyone knows. Also, Pam lies a lot. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but she lies a lot and changes her story a lot to fit her narrative and whatever action or cause she's trying to fucking fight for that day. I love contrary too. Look, I'm not gonna lie, nor have I made it a secret. Contrary is one of my good friends. However, I will never tell anybody, not one of y'all, who the fuck she is, or he is, or they are. Also, not me, not anybody, none of y'all expect, and y'all can go fuck yourselves with that shit. Because she ain't trying to do no wrong. None. This whole shit that just fucking happened with Contrary, that was all bullshit. Just so you all know. I was actually in the live and somebody was like, well, you know who Contrary is. You need to tell us. I don't need to do shit but stay alive and die, bitch. That's all I need to fucking do in life. Is stay alive and then in the end, unalive. Because that's what we're all promised, right? We're all born with the same motherfucking promise that in the end, we're gonna unalive. Don't tell me what the fuck I need to do or who the fuck I need to tell what to. That's all I'm saying. And then there's people like Pamela. It's like, Sunshine can't keep any friends. Unhinged. Are you still here, Unhinged? Unhinged. How long have we been friends on this app? Unhinged. If Janessa wasn't dead, we'd still fucking be friends. Look, I love that bitch. I love her so much. She lucky she died and missed all this shit the last, fucking 2 years. Unhinged, how long have we been friends? I only made you cry once in that whole time. In the very beginning, by accident. I think it was 2021-ish. Well, if it was before I moved, it was 2020-ish or 2021-ish. Because I moved in 2021. And it was definitely before I moved. I remember that. Also, there's a lot of other people on here that I've been friends with since that time. So obviously I ain't doing shit too fucked up. I call out what I see. I believe in what I fucking believe in. I call out what I believe is wrong. But also, it's just my beliefs, my opinions, right? I ain't gonna fucking criticize y'all for your beliefs and your opinions. Yeah, so it was 2021, girl. I think it was June or July of 2021 that I met you. Because I moved in December of 2021. Early December. Oh, Hallie, you and I have never had problems. Literally, all of our problems have been coinciding with people we associate with problems with each other. Therefore, that's why we didn't like each other. I, Hallie, personally have never had an issue with you. Oh, thanks, Mike's McD Wi-Fi. I appreciate that. You are too. It's, yeah, Hallie, our issue with each other has always been other people. And look, I'm not gonna lie, like it took me a few years to realize that all my friends don't like each other, and I don't fucking care what this person says about this person. And I told them that. And for a lot of years it worked because like Ash Lark was my friend and she hated Pam and all these other people, but we still managed our friendship and maintained it, and vice versa with a lot of other people. But it took me a while to figure that shit out because at first, when I first got on TikTok, I ran with the fucking Joneses, right? Like, if my friends didn't like you, I didn't either. However, with that being said, I also did that up until recently, which I will no longer do. I am no longer anybody fucking toy to fucking use against other people just because you don't like them. I did it against Ratina, against Holly Mae, and against Cammy. All because other people didn't like them. Not because I didn't like him. I had no issues with any of those three people. And while I've apologized to a lot of them, two of them kind of just were like, cool, like, thanks for apologizing and left me alone. One of them still likes the taste of my name in their mouth and still likes to use me to make themselves a victim. So good for you, Holly Mae. Just saying. Also, I just want to say, fuck Holly Mae. I mean, bitch, you can use my name as much as you want, say you hate me as much as you want. People are sick of it. Nobody cares. Seriously, nobody cares. You should move on with your life. It's been a while. Just move on with your life. Oh, as soon as I see that, I get a restriction. Go figure. I mean, but it's the truth. Just saying. I know a lot of y'all like Holly Mae. And it's not like I don't dislike her, but she likes to talk about me a lot. I didn't do shit to her. I mean, I did. I doxed her. I doxed her husband's job. I doxed her address. I threw out on a public relative search all kinds of names that might be associated with her. Somewhere in that realm of names was apparently her quote-unquote abuser. I'm not going to take that away from her. I did that. However, for 98% of the people online that saw that shit, nobody knew that was her abuser. Nor did I contact her quote-unquote abuser like she said I did. Because I don't know who that is. Nor did I post her job. I will say that I did post Retina's job. So it's not like I'm denying all shit, but I never posted Holly Mae's job. So how the fuck did Holly Mae's abuser get her job shit from me when I never posted that shit? Nor did I never know who Holly Mae's abuser was. Nor did I ever post a job. So even if he did get it off of somebody on TikTok, it wasn't me. Because I never did it. I mean, you gotta think about that shit, Holly Mae, but you're just so caught up in your hate for me that you don't even fucking think about that. You're like, well, you posted his name. Well, I posted like 20 of your fucking relatives and associates' names. Nobody knew who was who. None of the pictures I posted was your abuser. So, I mean, there's that. You just want to run with the narrative, but go ahead. Oh, look, there's way more people joining, so probably means it's time for me to go. Just saying. But if you want to keep fucking throwing my name out every time you're angry, I mean, feel free. Just know that I'm also probably going to clap back. Which is to be expected. You should expect no less from me. At the same time, I mean, like... Let's go back. No, I don't, Tommy. I honestly don't. Because before I even did that, she was already doxxed by somebody else. And while all I did was take public information and throw it out there, like the relatives and known associates, I never doxed her fucking work. I have no idea where she works. Like I said, I did dox Retina's. I do know where Retina works. However, I never doxed Holly Mays, nor did I, like, put up shit and be like, this is Holly Mays' abuser. Everybody go contact him. No, it was a fucking public search that showed known associates, and there was like 30 of them. So no, I don't feel like I contributed to that. I feel like that was on somebody else's shit. You can call me a jerk all you want. Oh, I see what you were saying. But no, I don't. And I feel like her using me as that scapegoat is deflecting off the people that actually fucking did it, or finding out who did it, because I didn't do it. And I feel like, honestly, her friends know I didn't do it, because her friends ain't pissed off like that at me. And I'm not going to go further into detail on that. I'm just saying the only time they mention it is when Holly Mae comes in and mentions it and says that I did do that, and I did not. No, I get it. I get what you're saying. Like, I ain't trying to be mad at all. Oh, shit. Let me turn my Wi-Fi back on. Let me turn it back on. I just feel like, she says that the only reason her abuser went to her work was because of me. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like it's not correct. It's not good info. I never doxed her work. I never, said this is her abuser, contact him. All I did was pull information that was already given to me by certain people and post it. None of it of which said, this is Holly Mae's abuser, contact him, throw this out there. It was literally like 30 fucking people that were related or connected with her. And that was it. Nobody knew who was related, who was what. It was just a list of adult names and adult contacts. That's it. No, and I already said that, Tommy. Like, there were 3 people that I doxed that I had no issues with, and that was Retina, Holly Mae, and Scammy Claus. And I did it because people asked me to. And I never lied about that. And yeah, it was wrong. And I took responsibility for that. I apologize. 2 other people forgave me. She did not. There's not much else I can do. However, the fact that it's been like over a year and she still keeps bringing up my name, fine. Bring up my name, but don't lie about it. I didn't post your job. I didn't post your actual abuser, nor did I contact your abuser, which she lets people think that that's exactly what I did. And that's not what happened at all. Just tell the truth about it. I mean, you can talk shit about me all you want. Just tell the truth. I did have a good trip. I had a very good trip, but it was also very exhausting. I saw some family for a little while that I haven't seen in a while. I got to see the new babies being so burnt on the grill. So I got to hold my brand new baby niece. And she's so cute, but she already has stink fucking resting bitch face. And I think it's because she's already sick of her parents. And then I got to hold baby Georgie, my nephew that was born 5 months ago. And I got to love on him. And I got to cuddle and love on all my nieces and nephews and my great grandbaby nieces and nephews. And it was pretty amazing. I got to hang out with my family and my daughters and my daughter's fiance. So it was pretty amazing and I had a lot of fun. But I was very tired when I got home. So this is day 3 of me being home? Day 3 or 4. So I'm just trying to catch up on shit here. The first 2 days I just slept because, it's not a secret, I have lupus. And a lot of the time we were out and about, like we were up in Estes Park, we were doing the alpine slides, we were shopping, we were walking, we were going through the fucking wilderness. And I got a lot of sun and I'm tired. my body doesn't process the sun rays correctly and shit like that. So it like seriously drains me and has an effect on me. So I think I'm just now getting back to like my normal. But I did have a lot of fun, and it was nice spending time with my cousin, like my only female cousin on my one side of the family. She's only 30 and I'm 45, so like I'm 15 years older than her. But it was very nice. She's like closer to my children's age than mine cuz my daughter's 26 and she's 30, and but it was just still really nice. And then both my girls are back in Colorado. Like my one girl is always, she's been in Colorado, but my oldest that's been traveling in the country, she's back in Colorado for a little while, and so I got to see them all, me and my cousin and both my daughters and my daughter's fiance all went and played pool the last night, which by the way, me and my middle daughter schooled everybody on how to play pool because apparently they don't know. But my middle daughter, she's so good at pool. For one, she's really good at math and angles and shit like that. And when we taught her how to play pool, that's how we taught her. So my in-laws have like a whole game room in their basement. So every year for holidays, we go down there and we just play pool and table tennis. They have foosball, table tennis, pool table, arcade games, darts, shit like that. So my two younger kids are really good at pool. And the first game of pool we played with everybody this last time, we went to like this arcade place that has a pool table, and it was my oldest daughter and her fiance against my cousin and my middle daughter, and it took them 45 minutes. And the second game was me and my middle daughter against my older daughter and her fiance, and that game took like a whole 12 minutes because I ran the board. Well, for one, I'm really good at pool. I used to be in pool leagues. And two, I ran the board. And then the third, like we were there for 2 hours playing pool, but it was literally the first and the last game. So I only played the one game with them because I felt it was a little unfair. Oh yeah, girl, I'm getting rested up. My husband's at work right now for another 3 hours. I'm gonna make them some dinner, and then I'm probably gonna pass the fuck out. That's why I've been missing like all these lives. I've missed Smashes, I missed Retinas. Like I've had to watch all this shit on YouTube. Brie and Unknowns. By the way, can I just say that Unknown literally talks out her ass? That lady lies so fucking much. It's not even funny. I mean, I can go back to when she lied on Pam, when she's lied on other people. Like, she literally just makes shit up in her head and runs with it. And we all know that the bitch didn't say credit card back in the day. Unknown, why did you have to get off the app for a little while? Why don't you share that with people? I mean, before you start talking shit about everybody else, why don't you share that? Let's share why you had to get off the app for a little while. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know? I mean, I don't know if y'all heard it in the live she was just in, but Retina said she had to get off the app for a while because of Florida man and the shit that happened after the whole credit card crack pipe shit went down. Ask her why. Ask. Ask Unknown why. She'll just lie to you anyway, y'all. It's alright. You know what? Y'all can make fun of me for drinking all the fuck you want. I ain't smoking a crack pipe. I ain't putting a needle in my arm. I ain't putting shit up my nose. I do want to say this though, like, and I know it has no bearing, Kendra, I think you're doing amazing, and you and your daughter are beautiful, and just keep doing what you're doing, girl. That's all I'm gonna say. On that whole issue, I don't think that Rutina meant it the way that she meant it. However, that's how it came out to Kendra, and she has every right to feel the way she feels. It's not my area to judge, but I do believe Kendra's doing an amazing job. And also, somebody that's had to deal with the waste of space case quite a bit. I don't blame her, man. Like, that dude, as Pam would say, is horribly, horribly dangerous. He's horrible. Horribly dangerous. He's a horribly dangerous person. I'm not even gonna say man, because he ain't a man. He ain't a woman, he ain't a man. He's just a horrible fucking person. Also, I don't know if y'all remember, but back in the day, somebody came at us about some side of TikTok that Waste of Space case was in. Maybe somebody remembers this other than just me. So this is why I haven't brought it up, because I haven't really looked for the receipts on it, but I know I have them somewhere. But do y'all remember back in the day when, like, that shit between, like, Petty and Casey and I was happening, and somebody came forward from a different side of TikTok that was saying that Waste of Case Space got kicked out and run out of that side of TikTok because of inappropriate interactions with minors on that side of TikTok? So, I know somebody out there has that fucking receipt. I know one of y'all do. I just want y'all to remember that while you're listening to his poor pity me bullshit again. And guaranteed in a week or two, he's going to be on here being like, I'm so done with life. I'm going to end it all. I hate you all. And that's why I got so sick of that shit. And I'm like, you know what? Don't care. People say that I condone sewer slide. That's where that comes from. Because while I don't condone sewer slide, I just don't care if you fucking live or die anymore. That's on y'all. It ain't my business. I don't know y'all in real life. Don't care. Oh yeah, and how he's terrified of Retina. He's not terrified of making songs and talking shit, though. But he's so terrified of Retina. Honestly, Retina does kind of scare me a little bit, too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not so scared that I wouldn't talk to her. So I think he's being a little dramatic. But, I mean, he acts more like a bitch than bitches do. I said what I said, y'all. I said what I said. He acts more like a bitch than bitches do. Oh, look. I didn't even get reported for that one. Hey, Trailer Park Barbie. How you be, bitch? You didn't go tell Pam about all the shit I've been talking? How's that book you're reading? You know, the Book of Lies? AKA the Bible. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Just kidding. Yeah, she just joined. Oh, I don't know if she's still in here now that I called her out. You know, You know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut about that one. And, Pam, you want to know why I went after Laura Ingalls Wilder? Or Laura Dawn Morrison, aka Victoria? Well, because she's the kind of person on here that just has a whole ass different persona than her real life fucking leads to believe, right? So she done lied to everybody. And while that would be okay if you didn't cause any damage, but that bitch did. Maybe if she just didn't open her mouth. Right, Laura? Because I know you be watching too, bitch. You know, like you didn't ditch your kids with neighbors so you can go cheat on your husband. Everybody wants to make fun of Fallon for 5150 her husband and cheat on him with Florida Man. Victoria, your precious Victoria Otter baby, Laura Morrison, totally abandoned two of her children. And then three of her children, then got the other three back. But there's still two children that she never went back for. That's the mother, best friend, loyal, fucking wholesome Victoria that y'all fucking know. Hey, I'm just white as fuck. But I also have a problem with that. Also, Mexican food's my favorite, so if I'm gonna associate with any race, it's gonna be that. Also, pretty much everybody I've dated, other than the man I'm married to now, and one that I procreated with, the rest have all been some kind of person of color. Oh, she meant Latina, not Latina. Okay. I'm just saying, girl. That's my segue, dude. I love a good Spanish man, good Latino man, a good uh Dominican Republic man, good Puerto Rican man, my Rican stallions. I love all them motherfuckers. My middle daughter is half Puerto Rican. Because I love my Rican stallion. I mean, she was a product of a one night stand too. So I'm not saying like I'm totally committed, but at the same time, like I have no issues with any of that shit. I do have an issue with Pam saying that YT people can't school people on racism while she tried to school us on racism while being a YT woman. I do have a problem with that. I mean, the hypocrisy in her whole speech today was like fucking astounding. While she's schooling us and saying that YT people can't school people on racism because we don't like, and I agree with her on that. But then why are you, bitch, as a YT person telling us this and telling us how racist we are? Bitch, you are inherently racist too, because you're fucking white. You sit there and say that you're unpacking all this fucking hate and racism while you literally hate an entire country and religion just because. You're fucking stupid, man. Like, for real. Like, the hypocrisy that quadruples out of your fucking toothless mouth hole is astronomical. Have you gotten your teeth yet, Pam? I thought you were supposed to get them like a month ago. But then you were supposed to get them like last summer. But now it's been a whole ass fucking season again. You're still toothless. Are you ever getting teeth, bitch? Are you ever going to be able to talk to us without spitting in our fucking camera faces? Also, Pam, I just want to throw this out here because I'm feeling a little cheeky. Your green screen's been slipping a lot, like today and Monday. I just thought I'd let you know. You should turn your camera to the back camera when you're green screening so we don't see your fucked up face. If you don't want us to see your fucked up face, that's what you should do. I know, that's what I'm saying, Max McD. She been saying she gonna be getting her teeth for like 2 fucking years now. We still have yet to see her teeth. Look, I got dentures, bitches. Y'all have all seen me take my motherfucking teeth out on live. I don't give 2 fucks. I will tell you, the day that I got my teeth pulled, I also got my first set of dentures. I have never not been without teeth, so it baffles me that she keeps saying she's gonna get teeth, but has been without teeth for so fucking long. It baffles me. Like, either you're gonna get teeth or not. Like, and I ain't trying to make fun of you for not having teeth, but quit telling us you're gonna get teeth and we thinking you're gonna fucking talk right and not spit in our faces. Especially when you're yelling at Alexa for reminding us about your medication schedule. Because that shit happened. Just in case everybody knows. She's really mean to her Alexa. Also, I want to share a funny story. So this last week while I was at my mom's house, they last Friday they all went to the movies and I stayed home because I'm not really a movie theater people because there's a lot of germs and I have lupus and other shit and I ain't trying to be around that kind of shit, right? So I stayed back at my parents' house and I ordered some falafels for dinner and some hummus and some Mediterranean rice, and it was bomb with a homemade garlic pita. Um, and I was sitting there, and I hold on one second. Sorry, I got a text. All right, now shit, I lost my train of thought. Y'all quit texting me. Seriously, I have like 5 texts, and I only read one. Y'all quit texting me. I'm a grown ass adult. I'm gonna do what I do. Yes, I can change it. Hold on. I like that one. Although the red and white plaid one is my favorite, girl. But now I'm really lost. What the fuck was I talking about? Mike's McD. Oh no. And now I completely lost my train of thought. I was totally about to talk some shit. I'll remember in a minute. Give me a minute, y'all. I'll remember. Also, I just want to say, Pam, if you don't want people to talk on G, then quit talking about G. I get you have every right to talk about G, but when you do, people talk on her. I mean, I don't necessarily, but people do, and then you get mad about it. But I mean, like, you're totally coming to a public profile. And I'm not gonna lie, Contrary was right when she said that everything she found was already on TikTok, because she's right. I had already posted it. So you're mad at her for the same shit that you did. I don't know why everybody's so mad at Contrary. Like, Contrary is not who anybody thinks they are. Guarantee you don't even know who the fuck Contrary is. She's not like an awareness person. She's not a scammer person. She's not any one of those people. She has just always been a beautiful silent watcher. Y'all be crazy fucking putting all this shit on her, man. Like, for real. Especially Unknown. But hey, wait, let's talk about this shit real quick, because that shit pissed me off. Let's talk about Unknown. Unknown said that she's 95% sure she knows who the fuck Contrary is. I am 99.9% sure that fucking Unknown is a goddamn liar and has no idea who the fuck she is. Y'all notice how she said she had the receipts. She has receipts. And then she didn't show receipts because she was too upset because y'all pissed her off. So she was no longer gonna show the receipts. But the bitch wasn't showing the receipts anyway. She left for a whole ass, like, what, 45 minutes in Regina's life to quote unquote gather receipts, came back and then got mad and decided to not show y'all receipts. The AI thing at my mom's house. Yeah, I don't remember, girl. I knew it had something to do with the Mediterranean movie night, but that's all I remember. Oh, yeah, the Alexa. Okay, so I was sitting there at my parents' house, and it was quiet. I was the only one there, and all of a sudden, the shit starts playing from, like, down in the corner. It starts playing music, like, really fucking loudly. And so, like, my husband has vetoed all of, like, Google devices like that, Alexa's, Echoes, all of it, right? We can't have those in our house. And when I say my husband vetoed it, yes, my husband did veto it. I'm good with it. he pays all the bills. He literally works for this house. I'm not gonna fight with him over something I can literally put on YouTube and fucking do myself, right? Anyway, so I'm sitting there and this music starts playing like super fucking loudly. And I'm like, Alexa, stop! Amazon, volume down! Echo! No more! Or turn off! Or what? Like, I'm like literally going through all of them because I don't know which one they got, right? I don't know which device they got plugged into all corners of their motherfucking households, but it's still not going off. And finally I got pissed off and I started like cussing at it and it finally fucking went off. Just saying. It was pretty fucking funny. Thanks for reminding me, Max McD. But yeah. Anyways, I videotaped it and sent it to my mom. I'm like, I don't know which one you got, but this shit ain't fucking listening. I was so fucking irritated with that. Because I was just sitting there in the quiet by myself. And why the fuck did it even just start playing out of the blue? It was like 7 o'clock at night. Just out of the blue starts playing very loud fucking 70s rock music. Anyways, my parents are, hey Google! That's what you have to say. And I only remember that after yelling at it, Echo and Amazon and fucking Alexa and all this shit. I remember my great grandbaby nephew going, hey Google, play this. Like Thomas the Train sounds or whatever. Because that's what he does. So I was like, hey Google, shut the fuck up. And it finally shut the fuck up. No, they don't. They do not have a program to play at a certain time because that's prime time during the week. It was a Friday. Usually they're home and watching one of their shows, but they were taking all the grandkids out to the new Mario movie. So, no. Also, the only people that use, like, their Hey Google is my great grandbaby nephew that is literally always trying to play train sounds. It's literally always train sounds. Yeah, I'd ordered me some fucking. Oh no, that was the night I ordered the hot dog and the cheeseburger from Smashburger and only ate the hot dog. By the way, I don't know if y'all have a Smashburger, but they got these new, like, all beef hot dogs. And they come in like a toasted Texas toast, split top on the top style bun. They're amazing. Literally fucking amazing. Crunchy, good, and savory. They like melt in your motherfucking mouth. I can't wait till I can go back to Colorado and get another motherfucking hot dog from there. Also, 30 of y'all don't like me. And none of y'all are talking other than my people. So why are you here? Why are you here? You waiting for something? You waiting for something you can clip and like, oh my god, Sunshine's so racist and homophobic and gross. Y'all can kiss my fucking hot dog flavored water fucking booty hole. Oh, the Costco dogs are good too. Oh, they're recording your comments. I think Hunter is still at work. I haven't seen them in here. But I think they get off of work here in like the next hour because they're East Coast. So, or maybe, wait, it's 3:31, so it's 5:31. They should have gotten off work 30 minutes ago. Because they over on the East Coast, yo. That's alright, Genevieve, you can be here. I know I'm funny. I'm fucking hilarious. Also, if y'all ever sent a fart to somebody in a voice text, like on Snapchat, somebody sent me one yesterday, but also, and I laughed hysterically because it was hilarious, but I sent one to somebody not too long ago, and they haven't mentioned me since. They were talking about me a little bit. I'm not gonna mention their name right now, but I mean, if GoFundMe wants to fucking talk about it, she can. But the last thing I sent to her was a fart in a message. It was a voice message with a big long fart. Cause I got a big ass, y'all, so my butt cheeks hit each other when I fart. They clap. They do. So the last message I sent GoFundMe before she deleted me off of Snapchat was a big old fart message. Just saying. It was excellent, girl. I was very proud of myself because I literally was trying to do it like all day, and I only had like these little farts all day, and then finally I had a really big fart. And I was so proud of myself. Just saying. That's why she don't like me. Let's just be real. I mean, Mallory only likes me when she needs information. I've always had a disdain for Mallory since way before the petty shit. I let everybody know, even petty, queen of all trades, everybody know that I fucking hated Mallory from the get-go. I have always disliked Mallory. One, because she's a fucking liar. Sorry, I'm making get her toes again. She's a fucking liar. So, I mean, there's that. But yeah, I'm kind of an asshole. And I get a lot of y'all don't like me. Y'all don't have to like me. I like me. That's all that matters, right? The fact that I love myself and they like me, that's all that matters. I don't care if y'all like me. I think I'm a great person. I know I'm a good person. I volunteer. I donate. I help the less fortunate out. I mean, I do what I gotta do. And I feel sometimes I have some extra karma built up to where I can say some nasty shit. I love you too, Mike's McD. So much. So I don't need y'all to tell me I'm a horrible person now. Oh my god, what you said last night when you were drunk was so horrible. Bitch, I already know. I already banked on it. I already cashed in the karma points. We good. I got like 30 years of karma points to cash in from where I was too nice. And now y'all bitching because I'm not too nice? Probably because you didn't deserve it. If you think I'm mean, you probably did something. There's under 5 people here that can say that I was mean for no reason. However, one of them I'm no longer gonna fucking take their rhetoric bullshit from. So there's 4 people. Well, one thing I'm not is a liar either. And I think that's where people like have a hard time. They're like, Sunshine did fucked up shit, but I'm pretty sure she's not lying because she hasn't lied about any of the other shit she's done. So I'm gonna believe her about this fuck shit, but I don't agree with it, but at least she was honest about it. Also, I don't care what y'all think of me, just so you know. You can love me, you can hate me, you can think I'm funny and hate me. I mean, y'all can do whatever the fuck you want. I got disqualified Unhinged. I get disqualified every fucking week. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm a piece of shit, you know? It is what it is. Also, it is what it isn't. That rule doesn't apply to you, it's just for us. You know, fuck you, it does too. Because the minute in October when I post pictures of us together in Florida, people were like, oh, that fucking Unhinged, oh my god, I can't believe she's hanging out with Sunshine. She met her in real life. Do y'all know how many people on here, on TikTok, that I've met in real life? Quite a few. Not one of them talks shit about me, because every single one of them knows how I am in real life. Unhinged is going to be one of the next ones. She doesn't talk... look, Unhinged does talk shit about me when needed, but I give her that because, that bitch has been with me for like 5-6 years now on this app. Let her. Also, she's one of my best friends on here. So, fuck y'all. And has been. Like, one of my really good friends on here for fucking years. She doesn't agree with half the shit or 3/4 of the shit I fucking do. But she's a true friend. She don't just fucking ditch me either. Yep, my AI summary says, sharing stories about a past feud and defending opinions. Join the debate. Let's join the debate about certain friend groups that have used me and where I've literally lashed out against them. I will say, like I said earlier, Pam was live today and was like, Tech! Why are you talking shit when I'm right here? Just come here. I beg you, Tech, don't go there because she's a cop caller. The minute you go there, she's gonna call the cops on you. Or she's gonna call the cops on you on your way fucking to whatever alley that y'all... Dosto Alley, Alligator Alley. I don't know what alley it is. I don't remember. Whatever alley y'all be meeting in, bitch is gonna call the cops on you, so don't do it. Also, Pam never watches TikTok anymore, but she knows that Lily is always in text box. So, she's not watching TikTok. Honestly, I don't even know that Lily's in text box all the time because I ain't watching TikTok like that. But, according to Pam, she's not watching TikTok, but knows that Lily is in text box all the time and they're hate bonding. Which I think is untrue. Also, Tech, don't go meet her. If you go meet her, make it somewhere where she ain't gonna call the cops on you, because bitch is a cop caller. And if you need proof, I got proof. I got recordings from the cops in Pennsylvania that she called on me. Also, that same cop in Pennsylvania said there's nothing he can do because I live in Wyoming. And there was no actual threats. Literally, Pam threatens me more than I threaten her, so there's that, too. Just saying, Pam. Pamela, why are you doing so much? Why are you lying so much when you come on here to do so much? You ain't gotta lie. Who cares what people fucking think? Why lie about it? And then the fact that you literally come on here just to fucking contradict yourself. YT people shouldn't fucking teach people about racism because we know nothing about it. But here you are as a YT woman trying to teach us about racism when you know nothing about it. And you have nothing but hate in your heart, bitch. You have nothing but hate in your heart for people. We're all Zionists. You hate all Israelis, which, 90% of them are Jewish? So therefore you hate all Jewish people. The hate that comes from you is astronomical. But you sat there today and tried to tell us how you unpacked your racism while being racist. Make that make sense. Just for everyone, make that make sense. How this YT woman sat there and unpacked her racism and telling everybody how YT people can't school people on racism, while this YT woman named Pamela Combe is trying to school us on racism while telling us that white people shouldn't be doing this. Make that make sense. Anyone? And yes, thank you, Mike McD. While sitting with Mush and Amanda Kay, who are both racists. But it's okay that Mush is racist because he's racist against the same people that Pamela's racist against. It just happens to not be black people. But it's okay because it's not black people and they're both racist, like racist against other people. But it's okay for it to be non-black people as long as it's white people and other people that she's racist against. Just saying. Also, Pam, while you defended the lady that said that all white people have dog DNA, bitch, that's why we call you a bitch. Because you definitely one of those white people that have dog DNA. Your toothless, angry, fucking unhinged behavior says that's why. Just saying. I mean, I stand on that shit 10 toes down. I am gonna try to make some people's lives tonight, though, because I've been missing so much. I've been missing Smash's lives. I miss a lot of Retina's lives. Um, some of the other people I don't want to mention just because they're not worth mentioning, but I miss their lives too. And I want to see it. I've just been tired from the week that I've had in Colorado, and I've been sleeping and trying to, like, sleep that shit off. But yeah. You take offense to what, Unhinged? What do you take offense to that, Unhinged? Did I use your name? I said unhinged. They're being unhinged. You can't use a popular, what is it, verb, describing word, um, if you don't want to use for other reasons. Just saying. Look, you're my only unhinged bitch. Like my good unhinged bitch. I'll start saying bad unhinged. They're bad unhinged. That was a whole bunch of shit talk that I just accidentally scrolled into. Tell her no on the Miralax. Just the citric. The two that know what I'm talking about. I can't comment because it'll whatever kick me out of my live. Just tell her no. I can only see the top screen shit. But y'all are going too fast, so I can't read it. You bitches. Y'all are going too fast and skipping over. Just tell her I said, don't do that. It's not good. Just go with what the doctor said and make sure he stays hydrated. He's already gonna have cramps. Just let him get this second bottle down with. Alright, so does anybody want to do anything? You guys want to talk about anything? Y'all want to ask me anything before I get to going and starting supper? Y'all got questions? Y'all got something you want to ask? Without me getting angry, you're not going to be muted. Anything. All 30-something of y'all. Oh, fuck Amanda. I can't. Y'all need to quit messaging in there. I can't click in it. But my OCD is going to make me want to click in it. Because there's been like 20 messages now and I have FOMO. And while I know after this live I can just go click in and read it, I can't do it right now. I see you, Mike McD. I see you answering. I don't know what the fuck you're answering, but I see you answering. Also, maybe I'll just get off here and take a nap for the next 2 hours. I will. Alright, so nobody else has any questions. Rutina, does she want to interview me? Has anybody gotten a hold of her? I'm going to give y'all 10 more minutes to do what y'all gotta do. I ain't doing it tonight, so if people are gonna be calling on me tonight, I'm gonna be busy, probably giving tops to my man and then passing the fuck out sleeping. So, y'all got questions, y'all want to interview me, y'all want to ask me something, now's the time to do it. What's your question, Unhinged? What's your question that couldn't wait till the back end? Go ahead and spew it. What's it like to be so beautiful? I don't know. Ask my husband. I don't know. What you got, girl? The fart that I got sent, was it like a wet one? It was a squeaky one. It was like have you ever like filled up a balloon and then taken the end of the balloon without tying it and like pulled it to the side to make that weird squeezy pop fart? That's what it was. Go ahead, beans don't burn on the grill. You know, nothing you say I take serious. I mean, I do take it seriously, but I don't take it to heart. Like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Unless it's about Janessa, then it might hurt my feelings, but I don't think you know Janessa, so we're just gonna stick with that. Yes, a beans fart, not a cabbage one. You're exactly right. Plus, cabbage ones are more silent and smelly than beans. Beans are more loud and only minimal smelly. I don't. Beans don't burn on the grill. I don't. Well, I feel like, actually I do. You know what? I do. And I'm just going to straight out say it. Why I feel like a lot of people's feelings are valid. I feel like some of the shit being spewed on Stop the Bullshit is not hers to claim. And I feel like people are laying blame where blame doesn't need to be laid. However, I don't know the whole story either because I haven't been keeping up. And I know that Stop the Bullshit did message me and told me that they would explain everything, but I have not gotten back to them. This is the first time I've seen them since then, is here in this live. So maybe I will take the time to hear them out. I absolutely am not okay with P3DOs, children ones. I also have a little bit of an issue because from what I know, a lot of that same scenario is exactly what happened to me when I was a child. So I have a hard time just trying to go in and ask any questions about it because I kind of don't want to know, you know? Like, I have my own demons and my own issues, which revolve around a lot of that same issue. And look, I don't believe in trigger warnings. I believe everybody is capable of understanding what triggers them and when to leave shit. And so I've just kind of left that shit, you know? I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. And not because I just don't want to hear about it, because it triggers me. And therefore, I don't want to put myself in a position to where I'm gonna crash, you know? Do you understand that? Because I was 4 and 5 and 6 when my abuse started happening. So I try to stay away from all kinds of that shit. And I don't know if you know me too much, Beans on the Grill, because I don't know who you are. But I've been very prevalent in any cases that involve that kind of shit. I stay out of, and I leave, and I don't listen to or contribute or comment because I have an issue with it, you know, like my own traumatic experience, if that makes sense. So, while I don't know too much about it, I know some, but also I'm not actively seeking information because I ain't trying to trigger myself into a fucking breakdown either. No, girl, I just mean it so I could pee. Because I had to pee again. Sorry, y'all. Y'all had to hear me finish peeing, flush the toilet. But look, I ain't trying. There's certain stuff that I absolutely keep away from on the internet, and it's reliving my childhood traumas. So, if I have to do everything I can to stay away from that, at the same time, like, I can only go from lived experience and shit like that. And while, look, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I don't. So, that's all y'all are gonna get from me. You know? That's it. I answered your question. Yeah, next topic. Thank you. But did I answer your question well enough for you to be satisfied? Like, it's not something that I talk about or fucking want to, or it's. I am definitely the first person that goes into a live talking about traumatic events that says, look, there's no trigger warnings. If you hear something you don't like, I'm sorry. But I also go into lives knowing that, like, nobody's responsible for my triggers at all. That's one of them. Child SA is definitely one of them. And I am nobody to place blame or talk about or do anything. Look, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to this shit. Like, I do EMDR. Oh, I did before I lost insurance. But, like, I mean, we're all fucked up. I'm not talking about, like, the P3DOs, but, like, the rest of us. We're all fucked up in some way or another. We're all affected by child SA in one form or another. We know somebody, we're related to somebody, whatever. It's not my responsibility to talk on their stuff or comment or judge because I wasn't there for it, nor do I want to be there for it, nor do I want to talk or comment on it because it is triggering for me. And I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Look, what I do know is that I do know that what people are saying about Smash is not true. Smash did not learn about this shit extra early. Yes, she did learn that that was Stop the Bullshit son, but she did not know about his charges or his status when that shit happened. I will also say, and I know this is a big factor, the whole fucking information sharing in there. I don't know if everyone forgot, but I was public accountability that was also in that group chat. I'm the one that shared the unredacted shit to everybody in the group, right? The adult children. I never shared minor children with them at all. Ever. I did post Sarah's information on my page. I posted Pam's unredacted daughter's, adult daughter's information on my page. I also posted the unredacted adult daughters of Nikki. All of them which shared the crippled fucking minor child photo of my son who's still a minor. So yes, I did share unredacted adult photos of their children. Yes, I did. And for some reason, everybody keeps getting blamed for me sharing the unredacted adult photos of that shit. Not remembering that I was also in that group under public accountability. And they did not know it was me. But I'm the one that shared that shit. I just want everyone to know. Smash didn't do it. Contrary didn't do it. They got all that information from me. All the unredacted adult children information they got from me while they were sharing Smash's minor children and my minor child. We shared their adult children. Their very fucking adult children. The only minor child that I shared was Bougie's granddaughter when I shared Bougie's daughter. But after talking to Haley, I took all that shit down. I did. I apologized to Haley for it. I explained to her why I did it. And I took it down. But all their adult children are fucking fair game while they still have my minor child. Not only do they have my minor child posted, Pam still has a video of my minor son in his posterior walker in just a diaper and leg braces and a t-shirt. But wants to call me the predator or predatory behavior. She's the one that posted my minor child in a diaper. She posted her granddaughter in a diaper and bruises and then blame me when somebody called CPS. I did not call CPS on that bitch. But she posted her minor granddaughter in a diaper and nothing else with a whole bunch of bruises and then blamed me. Y'all see where that shit went? Just saying. So, yes, while they continue to talk about me, my family, my children, I absolutely don't give two fucks what anybody thinks about what I post or do. And also, Pam, you can still say what you want, but you were in your whole ass mid to late 20s when you gave your stepdaddy tops for birthday money. That was not child SA. Because you were in your late 20s. So maybe there was some child SA that I don't know about. But all I know is about the story that you told me. How you were drunk. And he offered you money if you sucked his you know what. That's called prostitution, bitch. Not child SA. At that age, you had already lived on your own, had your own children. You could have said no, but you didn't. And you're gonna, what? Blame child SA? That wasn't child SA. You were in your 20s, bitch. So yes, I'm gonna fucking talk about it and say what I gotta say. Ash, you know what, girl? Look, y'all gonna love me or hate me, But at least I'm honest about what I say. I come by it honestly. That's all I gotta say. Like, if I'm gonna lie about shit that I was told, then fucking strike me goddamn dead. Like, seriously. But why would I. Like, this all stems back. Let's all go back because I've been seeing a lot of posts lately about when Mallory was blaming Regina for contacting her mother. But you know what's not posted with that is where I came in and said I was the one that contacted Mallory's mother. I just see a lot of posts stating that Regina contacted Mallory's mother. Regina never did. I even came clean and said I was the one that fucking contacted her. But that's just not in any of these posts. It doesn't say, oh, and by the way, we all found out that it was Sunshine, not Regina. That's nowhere. That was what, like 2.5 years ago? 3 years ago? Something like that. But it's nowhere. But it happened because I definitely went to Regina. I went on Petty's fucking live and everything. Where the fuck did my comments go? Did I lose my comments? Who the fuck turned off my comments? I know, because I just fucking turned them on, girl. Who the fuck turned them off? Why you guys turn them... Do I gotta go through my mods? Let me go through my mods. Where the fuck are my mods? How the fuck do I get to my mods? Somebody be turning off my shit. I don't like that. They did go off, Mike's McD. Look. Corlin even said they did disappear. Somebody turned off my motherfucking comments. See? Mike's McD, they did go off. You did it, not sorry. Stop it, Unhinged. Don't make me bitch, I would never unmod you anyway. Don't even make me lie about that shit. Don't make me say I'll unmod you, because you know I fucking won't. I'm like, I can't even lie about that. Well, they did go off, Mike's McD. I'm trying to read my chat. I see Stop the BS and somebody else, Beans, and somebody else arguing, but I skip over their arguing, and I tried to read the shit that's relevant to me, just saying. That's what I'd be saying. Look, y'all, why we... Alright, you know, like, I can't even say that, like... Ay. Like, I don't feel like it stopped the bullshit issue because her son's a registered RSO and the shit he does, because she can't make or break him do anything, right? At the same time, I feel the same way y'all do. Like, I'm upset about it. I have issues around, especially the exact shit that happened, because it's very, very similar to what happened to me as a young child. So, like, I have issues with it. I just feel like I have no place or being to comment on this that's not biased or fucking mean or whatever. However, stop the bullshit. I do have a question for you. Does he live with you? Because I was under the understanding that he lived with your mom, his grandma, on a property in an RV. That is exactly what you told me, is it not? Okay, I'm with Unhinged. with unhinged on this because I'm not gonna lie, I was told that he didn't live with Stop the Bullshit. I was told by Stop the Bullshit that he didn't live with Stop the Bullshit. He lived with his grandmother on her property in like a camper or an RV on her property. That's what I was told. Was I not? Stop the bullshit. That is exactly. And look, I'm not trying to like start. I'm just saying, like, I don't want any involvement in any of that because literally the whole situation around the younger kids and it's kind of very triggering for me and I know when to back out of that shit, but that is what you told me. You told me that he lived with like your mom, his grandparent. I don't know if it's your mom or his dad's mom or whatever. But you said he lived on her property in an RV or a camper on her property. That's what you told me. Am I mistaken? I didn't see your answer, no. But could you please answer that? Because that's a big question and a lot of shit that people have been asking me, and that's what I've been telling people. I was told that he lived on a grandparent's property in an RV or a camper, because that's what I was told by you and Blue Eyes. I did not know that he lived with her at all. Because at first, when people were saying that, I was like, no, he lives on his grandma's property in a camper or an RV, something like that. But he doesn't live with Stop the Bullshit because that's what I was told by Stop the Bullshit and Blue Eyes. Hey, Stop the Bullshit, can you at least answer truthfully for that? Not that you're not answering truthfully, but can you at least answer that for me? So everyone knows.
Girl, I
Girl.
was like you and like didn't want to know really shit about it, right? But I got my
I really no, but it's not going through. Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. Can you come up in a box real quick? I mean, even if you don't say it, can you just come up in a box and answer that? Because it's not popping through on the chat. I don't know if it's getting filtered or what, but
no.
it's
She said that's where he was living when this all started, and I had to go get him late February.
oh, see, I don't know none of that.
But you also said that he got fired from his job because people from this app were calling his job. However, he
That's what I
posted.
heard as well.
No, girl, I'll send you the proof, sunshine. He posted a screenshot himself. Some dude named Ray contacted his job, but he got fired for no call, no shows. His own video, his own words.
I just don't want to be used in a he said, she said shit because I've been very clear about what I've known. Um, also, like, it's not my business to tell anybody else's story either. So, like, look, I feel as a mother, some mothers will protect their child at all costs, right? And some do it accordingly or whatever. Like, it's not my right to choose how you choose to be a mother at all. It's not. Because I I don't even want to get into
No, sunshine, I'm gonna tell you right now, like I didn't want to get into this.
but I
Yeah.
just know that I've been through similar situations where I feel like if if I would have known the absolute 100% truth, which you also know because I talked to you, not like you, but the person that I'm talking to about it, that I have issues around this whole ass fucking subject, right?
I promise you, sunshine, you don't want to get into. I'm dropping because I got nothing good to say to this lady. Girl, she used Megan and I and fucking just took us to the fucking cleaner.
Girls just want to have fun.
That's her. That's
This is
Stop the BS.
OG. No, I never liked
Don't
her,
address
Megan.
me. Don't address
I
me.
never.
You absolutely did fucking lie. Because you know
No,
what I did?
no, I
You
didn't.
know what I did? Before I opened my mouth, I spent time digging into your son's shit. You absolutely fucking lied. So do not address
No,
me. Because you are a fucking person who covers up for fucking P3Os.
believe
Your
what you want.
son touches
Believe what you
children
want.
and you are fucking gross.
Believe what you want. You have no idea what we did here, what we didn't do here. You weren't here to know exactly what happened
You know
at
what?
all.
The police
And
reports say it all. The
how can
police
he touch his
reports
sister
say
if
it
he wasn't
all.
here?
The police
Tell
report.
me, how is that possible to touch his sister when he wasn't even here?
Sunshine, I
Explain that.
promise you, you don't want to get into this. I'll send you the proof, Sunshine, of the police reports. It. We were all looking fucking stupid, feeling sorry for this lady.
You never felt sorry for me. You were on the phone call for what, maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes too motherfucking long.
You never listened to me explain the story. Never. We were on the
No,
phone for
because
10
Megan,
minutes
Megan
and then
said,
Megan.
"Let's go live." God, thank you for whoever dropped that. A different live. Yeah, Ash, it's gross. It's gross.
Hey, look, sorry, I had to mute and disassociate because I can't be a part of those kind of conversations.
Mm-mm. That's
So
why I said I wanted to drop, girl.
I don't
Because
want anyone to be like fucking angry at me, but my mods did that. My mods know personal details about my life and know that I can't associate with that kind of shit. It's not that I can't associate. I can't talk or deal with it. I'm
it's
already
triggering. It's triggering for you.
my own fucking shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that just makes me want to go grab another bottle and start drinking more. And I feel like I'm doing good right now. Like, I feel like I'm not slurring my words. I'm not being overly mean. I'm not being overly fucking obnoxious, right?
No, you're not. You're good, girl.
To have a
But
good
you know, I love the fact, Sunshine, that you're always blunt and honest. Like you always tell it like it is, and there's no like having to read
That's
between the
why I went
lines.
muted and I went to Snapchat and I was like, yo, I can't deal with this shit. I need someone to fucking deal with this shit. I wasn't even listening to anything that was said. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't do it. For my own mental health and my own personal fucking reasons, I can't do it.
Yeah, don't. I'm telling you, don't. That's just one you don't want to get into. I did, and
I'm not going
I
to.
wish I never did.
Home and I gotta cook dinner still, so I'm not going to.
Mhm.
But I mean, like I want to. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have about a quarter of a bottle left, and I didn't even touch it during that time. I literally relied on my three friends to fucking handle that shit because look, there's certain shit that I can handle and certain shit that I can't. While I don't believe that Stop the Bullshit should be getting blamed for everything that our son does, I don't. I believe that some responsibility should be laid because of what I went through. But my experience shouldn't be relayed on to other people, right?
All right. What are you
So
making for dinner?
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna say shit bad because I don't think that Stop the Bullshit should be getting blamed for all the shit that Anthony does. I don't. He's an adult. He's an adult. However, she is a mother, and I can't. No, I can't. I'm sorry.
I will say this to you, Sunshine, and then I'm gonna have you change the topic because I don't want
Hey,
you getting
pause
all up.
this. Let me pause. I'm grilling a steak with cowboy butter on the stove. I'm staring
What is
out
cowboy butter?
and making garlic parmesan butter noodles, but only my guys are getting the steak because I don't want no meat tonight, so I'm just having butter noodles.
What is
That's
cowboy butter?
it's like it's a butter melted on the stove with like garlic, like fresh cut garlic, jalapenos, chives, cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, Dijon mustard, lemon peel, and lemon juice, and it is so good. It
That
is so.
sounds good.
So good.
I made homemade beef tips and noodles. Yeah, Mercy, we're just gonna completely change the subject. Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. Y'all want to literally see me crash out like really bad. Let's keep talking about this shit. Otherwise, let's change the subject because
How do you like your
Sunshine
steak?
doesn't want to crash out. Sunshine is, you know what? I had a really good week with family this last week in Colorado. We went to Estes Park. We did the Alpine slide. I went to the jerky store.
What's the Alpine slide? Slow down, woman. What's the Alpine
An
slide?
alpine slide is like during the, so like during the winter they have skiing and snowboarding and shit like that. But
Mhm.
during the summer, you know how they make money is like they have these slides where you get in these sleds and they take you up to the top of the mountain. You ride down these slides like super fast
Really?
in like a sled thingy. But yeah, so it's really fun. And then we went to the ceramic place and I painted a gnome, a female gnome that had braids, and I did like texture two-tone hair color. And I'm talking really fast because I'm being very manic at the moment. And I did polka dots on her hat, and she has this really like seafoam pretty green dress on with like a pretty light blue sky blue ribbon across the dress and pink lips and eyelashes and stuff, and it's getting fired, and my daughter's going to pick it up in 2 days, and I'm gonna see what it looks like. And I'm talking way too fucking fast and much right now, so please OG take over for a second one.
You're a good girl. When your daughter brings it to you, though, you should post a picture of it because I want to see what it looks like. What's the weather been like out there?
So we've had a weird week. We've had clouds and snow and hot weather and rain and back to clouds and snow.
Girl, that's what Michigan's been doing. It's been
It's gonna
awful.
rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to snow in 2 days and then be really fucking hot. But the other day when I was in Colorado, bitch, hold on, let me see if I can do this green screen. Let me see if I can figure out the green screen. Hold on. Effects. Green screen.
Ash, I made homemade beef tips and noodles.
I love homemade beef tips and noodles. Trying to
I
find
believe it. It's
other
hot
than
in places.
Colorado. Oh, right here. Bitch, look at that temperature when I was in Colorado 4 days ago.
Oh, love that. Love that.
I sure, I went out back to smoke and immediately started like drench ball sweating.
I
So I
bet.
went up to my truck to turn on the fucking air conditioner and drive around the block while I smoked. Because I don't like to just sit stationary while my air conditioning is running.
Running.
So I was literally driving around this ritzy ass fucking neighborhood. But that was the temperature 4 days ago in Colorado.
You're like, I'm just driving while my boot sweat is drying off.
I'm sitting here in my motherfucking pajamas with like VW bugs and shit like that and like
That's okay.
Christmas
You're
trees.
comfy. You're comfy,
But
bitch.
fucking 99 motherfucking degrees 4 days ago in Colorado. Literally
Mm-mm.
the day before it snowed in Colorado. I was telling my cousin from Michigan that was visiting, she's 30. Cause she came and it was like seriously hot when she like flew in and she had no jacket. She didn't even bring a fucking hoodie. So we went to Kohl's and I remember like being at the clearance and there was this really pretty jacket and I was like, girl, buy it. I was like, she didn't want to buy it, so I made my mom buy it for her. And then the very next day it snowed, and she came in. And she was like, "Thank you, Aunt Mel. I really needed this jacket." Yes, bitch, because we have
Yes.
all 4 seasons in the same day.
Well, sure. She lives in Michigan. That's what we're
The
going through
same
right
day.
now. One
Yeah.
minute, bitch, it's like 85. Literally, the next, like that afternoon, a couple hours later, it's sleeting, and it's been fucking crazy around here.
Love y'all for changing the topic. I appreciate y'all. I was
Like in
literally
your
really tired.
sinus canal, you've got an ostrachian tube that goes from your ear up into your sinuses. Mine's been plugged, so like my right ear, all I can hear is like vibrations. Drive me fucking nuts, but it's because of this weather.
That's how my daughter is all the time. She has always had ear issues, and she complains about that tube of their brain and the vibration in it
Mm-hmm.
all the fucking time. I
Mm-hmm.
don't ever know what the fuck she means because I don't have ear issues like that. But
It's awful.
it's funny that you say that because literally for the last like 15 years, that's all that chick's been talking about is that tube that
I
goes from her
bought
hole to her brain hole.
Yeah, I bought this machine off Amazon. It came yesterday and I tried it. It didn't do nothing. It didn't do nothing. And then I fell asleep on the couch a little while ago. And I woke up because I had to get the news on. And I said to my mom, I was like, I think it's my ears back to normal. Fuck no. It's just because I was laying long enough to where it chilled out. And as soon as I started talking, there goes the vibrations again.
Do y'all know that even here where I live in the summertime, 99 degrees of heat is literally like the utmost fucking extreme heat that we get, right? Like we barely go over 100. We barely go over like 92. Like middle 80s is all of our summer. So like we have a couple weeks that are like extremely hot, like in the low 90s, let alone 99 to 100. So like being back in Colorado and literally the day before it was 99 there, it snowed. I was literally live and have video recordings of it snowing the day before.
You guys have dry heat there, don't you?
Where I live in Wyoming, dude, is so dry. So fucking dry.
Because my best
Colorado is
friend,
hot too, whether it's dry or moist or whatever. But where I live in Wyoming, 100% dry, 100% of the time.
my best friend had asthma really bad, and she wanted to move out there because of the dry heat. Shelby, that's what I thought too, but
It was way better in dry heat.
what's that?
Asthma is way better in dry heat.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. We went to
In New
we took a
York,
road trip.
Texas, and everywhere that had like super bad humidity, Pennsylvania, um, it was way worse. I almost always had pneumonia all the time, like every year when the flu came around. And I don't out here. Like, I mean, I get sick with like the norovirus and lung issues, but it's hardly ever pneumonia and always a weird ass lung infection that's not pneumonia.
Isn't that crazy? I get hit with bronchitis constantly.
I get hit with walking pneumonia quite a bit, but that's not the same as full blown pneumonia.
No, but it still sucks ass.
It does. It
I know
really does.
Fluffy Paws. Her notifications are like bzz, bzz, bzz,
Right?
bzz. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'll turn them on. Do not disturb. Okay.
Oh, McDonald's Wi-Fi says
It,
sorry, it
it,
was me.
it's Snapchat, but I don't think it was mine, dude. I think it was yours, girl.
Is that?
Yeah, I don't think it was mine. Mike's McD, you weren't up here. I don't do Adver either. I have Trilogy. Well, I also have
Makes me wonder if you're playing with the rose.
fucking Rose, girl. I have a fucking 35-year-old husband. That's what I got. That's my Rose. Like, seriously. I got a 35-year-old husband. I don't need no fucking Rose.
Sunshine cracks you the fuck up.
He my rose. He's my tulip, my rose. He roses my tulips.
I can't stand you, bitch.
I can't stand me either, girl. But he does rose my tulips. So
Fucking Pop says, get it, girl, get it.
I literally tried to avoid the whole 35-year-old husband shit. Just saying. Because I'm
Sunshine.
fully in the 45-year-old woman menopause shit.
Oh, girl,
So
that
I'm
shit
avoiding the
sucks.
whole 35-year-old man shit.
We gotta know what to expect when we get there for dinner.
You can expect uh moist meatloaf, tacos, or like fajitas or some shit like or steak or cheeseburgers. I like to grill a lot.
How do you
That's
like
what
your steak?
I'm doing steak tonight. I'm doing like a garlic butter steak tips on pasta tonight for the guys.
That's what you were saying. How do you like cooking it?
I'm making myself a grilled cheese with the garlic parmesan fucking noodles, but theirs is like rosemary, garlic, butter induced like pan seared fried steak, medium, because they like their steak medium.
They like it.
So
And ooh, I gotta tell you something.
that's what
You
I'm
gotta try
doing,
this.
girl.
So get those baby yellow potatoes, right? I had these at a restaurant, and I decided to come home and try to remake them, and they were really fucking good. So
Are
they're the
they
baby yellow
mashed
potatoes.
potatoes?
No, you take them and you cut them in half. You put them in the oven until they're soft, right? And then once you put them in the oven, you take them out of the oven and you put them in your deep fryer for a few minutes. Take them out of the deep fryer and then you toss them in garlic parm sauce. Bitch, they are fucking phenomenal.
That kind of
Phenomenal.
sounds how like my smashed potatoes are because I do like a garlic parm on them and smash them so they get like crispy on the edges.
They're so good. So good.
That sounds fucking amazing.
Sunshine, you ever use mayo versus butter for grilled cheese? You know what, Beans? I just recently seen that on TikTok.
So I always use mayo for the grilled cheese, especially when I'm making it for the family because getting that much butter to soften up is ridiculous. However, I do also appreciate butter on the grilled cheese because sometimes I don't want it as salty and mayo's kind of salty. So if I don't want mine as salty, like I'll take like 2 tablespoons of butter and soften it for like 15-20 seconds in the microwave and make my grilled cheese with that. But my guys definitely prefer their grilled cheese made with mayo versus butter because they like saltier things. They like McDonald's French fries. If I order McDonald's French fries, I always order it without salt. Maybe 1 out of 5 times I get it without salt and get super fresh fries with no salt, but most of the time I don't. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I just don't like super salty shit, and sometimes doing the grilled cheese with mayo and like a saltier butter, because sometimes we don't, we use like Gruyere or Munster or whatever, but if it's like a saltier cheese taste, I'll use like non-salted butter. Or if it's like American or pepper jack, I'll use mayo because it's very salty. I'm very weird about salt. I'm not a big salt person. And I think it's because my mom, growing up, always oversalted shit because she was a smoker. And I'm a smoker, so I don't want to oversalt shit and make shit gross for my kids and my family. So I try not to. Like, I never actually use salt. Most seasonings I use are salt free. Most. But yeah, there's that. Everybody went so quiet. Why y'all so quiet now? Yes, girl. The big block cheese, the best fucking cheese. Like, literally, I don't even want people's, like, food stamps and shit. I just want that brick of wick cheese. I will trade you literally gallons of milk and all kinds of shit for that. That cheese is the best. It's like better than Velveeta cheese. Just saying. Shit is bomb. Everybody likes the fucking government cheese. Also makes the best baked macaroni and cheese sauce. The best. OG, where you go, bitch? Come back from your pause. Yeah, I haven't been able to find it in like years since we went off of government help. And specifically since we went off of WIC. So my son is 17, so 15 years. 14 years, because he was like 3 or 4 when they discontinued my WIC. Back when I was a single mom. And I was on food stamps and Medicaid. I got that shit. Do you know what I really miss? I miss Medicaid. I miss having a fucking insurance that pays for all my shit. And not one that's like 80-20 where I have to pay 20%. Because that shit sucks, just so everyone knows. When you're like as sick as I am and you have to go see as many specialists as I do, sometimes that 20% is pretty fucking expensive. Just saying. Oh no, girl, I know which one you're talking about. It comes in like the 7-pound brick. It's like a 7-pound brick of like cheddar American cheese. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but literally the best cheese. Hey, Abby. No, well, it came in like a box. I don't know if it was white, but it came in a box with like a cellophane wrap around it. Not even like Velveeta with like the foil wrap around it. It was like a cellophane wrap around it. No, Abby, Ash is cooking dinner tonight. No, actually, I'm about to go start cooking dinner. Well, I think at like 5:15, 5:30, I'm gonna go start cooking dinner. So my husband's off at 6, but he showers at work, so he doesn't get home till like 6:45. So, some people have to shower at work before they come home because shit's toxic. No, you're good. Problematic. Hey, Robert. How you doing, buddy? I just feel like I need a grilled cheese tonight. So I feel like while they eat steak, I'm gonna have a grilled cheese and pasta. They're gonna have. I love me some grilled cheese. I'm great. I know, girl. Actually, you're the bitch. They got me stuck on this whole grilled cheesecake. Because of like 2 days ago when you messaged me and you're like, I just made the most amazing grilled cheese. I'm like, bitch, that's my favorite. I love grilled cheese. So I'm making cowboy butter steak and pasta tonight for the guys. I'm only gonna have the pasta, no steak. So I was like, well, I'm gonna make a grilled cheese and have the grilled cheese with the pasta. So I think that's what my dinner's gonna be. I am a grilled cheese and tomato soup person, but not like a straight tomato soup person. I like bougie tomato soup. I like it with milk or cream. I like the bisque, and I like it with seasoning. If also, I really love Campbell's tomato soup with a whole bunch of like garlic salt in it. If I'm gonna eat Campbell's soup, it better have a whole bunch the Campbell's tomato soup. I'll say that. It better have a whole bunch of the garlic salt, like the Lowry's garlic salt in it, to give it some flavor. Homemade tomato soup, I like the bisque with like crushed roasted garlic, and salt and pepper. Looking bougie. Yeah. lava cake. I don't have tomato soup right now. It's not a soup I normally buy. I am gonna have a grilled cheese tonight. That I am gonna have. Just not with tomato soup. I'm gonna have it with cowboy butter pasta. So I'll make sure there's a little bit extra cowboy butter in the bottom of the bowl to dip my sandwich in. There won't be much, but it'll be enough to make a difference, you know? I also do thumb thugging. Like, so I don't like Campbell's for too much. I love their, like mushroom, garlic, and herb. Shit, they also have a chicken, garlic, and herb one that I love. But their tomatoes, also, when I make their tomato soup, I put it in a bowl and I fill the can up like a quarter of the way with water and then a quarter of the way with milk, and then I mix it into the soup. So it has a half a can of extra liquid, but mainly tomato, and then I always add the Lowry's garlic salt to make it garlicky if I'm making it that way. And it's bomb, and I love it. But I do love my homemade tomato soup way better. I love chunky homemade tomato soup with garlic, like roasted garlic. So good. So good. You're seasoning up your steaks? Yeah, I'm about to go season up the two I'm cooking for my guys. So I'm seasoning 2 steaks. And one for each of my guys, because I'm not eating meat tonight with my dinner. I know, it sounds weird, right? My husband told me when we first got together, he came to my house for dinner one night. And that's the night, like, we were having, like, salads for dinner, because I make my own dressing and shit like that. But I wasn't big on, like, being a meat family at all. My kids love meat, but they also love salad. And I want to say, like, my son was, like, 5, my daughter was 6, and the other one was, like, 12 or 13. Something like that. She's 8 years older than the middle one. And we were doing a salad night, and I remember him coming to bed and being like, dinner has to have a meat. I was like, well, dude, I'll go buy you some fried chicken or add some bacon or whatever. But, like, we do this, like, 2 times a week, like, salad dinner. Because I love salad. It's, like, my fucking favorite. He's like, no, dinner has to have meat. So, like, if it was just me and my kids, we would just be having garlic, like, cowboy butter pasta tonight. But because my husband's involved, I gotta throw a steak in there. Yeah. He's gotta have some protein. I don't. I'm very okay with being vegetarian like 70% of my eating time. Just saying. And it's just because my body has a really hard time digesting meat proteins. I love meat. I love steak. I love hamburgers. And I do love bacon. And occasionally I love sausage. But I just have a really hard time digesting that shit. So I don't eat like too much of it. Also, has anyone heard back from Retina on the interview? I'm gonna say we got about an hour before I'm about to like be off of TikTok for the night. My husband gets home at 6. It's 4:41. He likes his steak medium, so I mean, it's not going to take me long to cook that or the noodles. So, well, I was told that Retina wanted to interview me earlier. Somebody came in here and said that Retina wanted to interview me. And I was shocked because, like, Retina has me on Snapchat. And, like, we talk. So, like, if you want to interview me, just say so. So I was also shocked because I hadn't heard nothing. But if you want to interview me, but then I was told that she wanted to interview me but couldn't because Holly Mae didn't want her to. So, I mean, there's that too, which is okay. The head of PR, Crow, the head of our PR is making sure that I don't leave this shit with my pants off. I mean, I don't know nothing about it either. She can interview me, but it can be nothing about Holly Mae because I did apologize to Holly Mae. She didn't accept it. Therefore, I'm no longer going to talk about it. So she can ask me whatever she wants as long as it's not about that because I will not answer it no more. I'm not going to give any more of my energy to that shit because of, other shit. So there's that too. But, I mean, nobody's got to interview me either. I don't care. I'm just saying somebody came in here earlier and said Retina wanted to interview me. And I said, oh, that's new. Retina has me on Snapchat. If she wanted to interview me, she could have just said something. I want you to cook me some hash unhinged, some spam and potatoes, and maybe some like chorizo and some peppers and jalapenos. When I say peppers, I mean like green peppers and shit and onions. And then some like jalapenos and cook it all up and put it in a big ass burrito. Shit sounds so good. I don't know why so many of y'all hate spam. Spam is so good. Just saying. Also, spam is very salty, I will say this. So, like, when I cook spam and I do, like, fucking fried potatoes with it, I don't add salt to my fried potatoes because spam is so salty. You gotta know the shit you're cooking. I think why people don't like spam and fried potatoes is because people add salt to both, and then spam's already so salty. Just in the meat itself, it's just so salty. Adding salt to the potatoes is just like overkill. Alright, well, I love y'all's faces. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get ready to start cooking supper. Also, don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe all the angry screaming at you, yelling voices, because they're trying to make a point. We can make points without yelling and screaming. I made like 10 of them tonight without yelling and screaming. Also, don't just hate people to hate them. Most of these people, I did nothing wrong to them. Like I said, there's 3 or 4 of them that have legit reasons to be angry with me. But the rest of it, like, y'all ain't got reasons to be angry with me for shit. I did nothing but made y'all laugh at least once or twice. Anyways, y'all have a beautiful Saturday. Love y'all's faces. Wear condoms. We don't need y'all running rampant around here.